Josiah Washington. Josiah is the son of Frederico Washington and the grandson of Rosalie Basket. He is a member of the culinary arts, varsity basketball, and choir. His accolades include being a two-time All-Region choir member and receiving one at the state UIA. Josiah was voted as the 2023 Junior Homecoming League. And after high school, Josiah plans to attend Stephen F. Austin State University or Baylor University to become a physical therapist. Melanie plans to attend UT College to become an NICU nurse, which aspires to further her education to become a CRNA. Olivia Goodman. Olivia is the daughter of Rachel and Nicole Goodman. She is a member of the athletic trainers, basketball, CCMA health science, clinical observation, COSA, Z-Club, and the National Honor Society. In basketball, she received the Finnish Inky Award. After high school, she plans to pursue a career in the medical field. Alicia Horton. Alicia is the daughter of Thomas Williams and Gina Horton, and sister to Alexis Freeman. She is a member of the basketball, volleyball, and track teams. Alicia was voted as the 2023 Homecoming Junior Duchess. After high school, she will go to attend college to pursue nursing and become a pediatric nurse. Jocelyn Perez. Jocelyn is the daughter of Isaiah and Rosario Perez. She is a member of PALS, CCMA Health Science, National Honor Society, and Student Council. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Texas at Tyler to obtain a degree in the medical field. Jocelyn aspires to help others and positively impact people's lives. Mackenzie Robinson. Mackenzie is the daughter of Jennifer and Briggs Dias and Michael Robinson. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, CCMA Health Science, cross country, cheer, soccer, powerlifting, and track. Mackenzie has been the world cross country MVP for 3 consecutive years. Mackenzie wishes to attend Oklahoma State University after high school. Allison Van Kuren. Allison is the daughter of Alyssa and Shane Page. She is a member of the Student Council, PALS, CCMA Health Science, and the National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans to attend either Oklahoma State University or Texas A&M to pursue a degree in nursing. The homecoming senior king and queen honorees were nominated by their club as sportsmen and voted to the court by their senior college. The candidates will be voted upon by their high school student body to determine this year's king and queen vote. Pine Tree High School leadership would like to thank this year's homecoming sponsor, JD's Air Conditioning, for purchasing the crowns, sashes, flowers, and bouquets. Thank you to Aunt Pebbles for the donation of the queen bouquet. And thank you to the Bucks, the Precision, and Color Guard for assisting with our presentation tonight. Here to present the crowns tonight is Pine Tree's 2023 homecoming king, David Adderley. The young man who will receive the crown and represent Pine Tree High School as the 2024 homecoming king is Josiah Washington. The young lady who will receive the crown from the Lakers at Pine Tree High School as the 2024 homecoming queen is Alicia Horton. Ladies and gentlemen, Pine Tree High School homecoming king and queen, Josiah Washington and Alicia Horton. On behalf of Pine Tree High School leadership, we would like to congratulate all members of the court and to wish everyone a happy homecoming.
The Pine Tree Education Foundation is honored to posthumously recognize through his selfless military and medical careers Colonel Michael Rossman, MD, class of 1986 as the 2024 Distinguished Alumni. Upon graduation from Pine Tree, Dr. Rossman earned a BA in biology from Baylor University in 1990 and an MD from Texas A&M College of Medicine in 1994. After graduation, Dr. Rossman served in the U.S. Army for 21 years, stationed with his family in Washington, Kansas, Washington, D.C., and Germany. Excelling as a physician, he held numerous leadership roles in military medicine. After completing residency in internal medicine, he served for 16 years as internal medicine physician, later flight surgeon, brigade surgeon, and chief of primary care in internal medicine. In 2008, Dr. Rossman completed a fellowship in rheumatology at Walter Reed Army Medical Center, then returned to Germany as chief of rheumatology services. He later was appointed deputy commander of clinical services in Afghanistan and served additional deployments to Bosnia, Kosovo, and Iraq. Retired from the U.S. Army in 2015 and moving to College Station, he was a rheumatologist at Baylor Scott and White, and chief of rheumatology and clinical assistant professor at Texas A&M College of Medicine, where his medical training began. Dr. Rossman was known amongst his colleagues, patients, and students for his compassion, his deep faith, and love for his family. He was a loving husband to his wife of 29 years, Lucia, devoted father to his children, Rachel, Rebecca, and Richard, who all survive him. He is also survived by his mother, Barbara Badera Rossman, his brothers, Roy B. Dare Rossman, and John G. Rossman, and wife, Heather. In-laws, Richard Herschel, and wife, Dara. He is preceded in death by his father, Roy Rossman. The Colonel Michael G. Rossman, MD, 94, endowed scholarship has been established at Texas A&M School of Medicine to enable aspiring physicians to follow his legacy of lifelong service to faith, country, and community. He was posthumously awarded the Texas A&M School of Medicine Distinguished Alumni Award in April 2024. At the time of his passing, Dr. Rossman was Chief of Rheumatology, Clinical Assistant Professor at Texas A&M College of Medicine, and Division Director of Medicine at Baylor Scott & White in College Station, Texas. Please help us celebrate Dr. Rossman's exceptional career for the class of 1986 as the 2024 Distinguished Alumni, accepted by his family.
Fuller. Nick is the author of our Pine Tree Fight Song. He attended all 12 years at Pine Tree. During his time at Pine Tree, Nick played trumpet in the band, was a member of the debate team, finishing as a state runner-up. He served as student council president. He then went on to graduate with honors in economics from the University of Texas at Austin, and briefly served as an officer in aviation training with the United States Navy. He spent 30 years in the Texas state government, working with the Office of the Governor, the Water Development Board, and the Texas Comptroller's Office as an economist. Now retired in Butte, Texas, Nick is the proud father of Major Peter who serves in the Air Force Reserves and Medical Services and is preparing for deployment to Saudi Arabia. Let's give a round of applause to Nicky Wright. And now would you please stand for the playing of the Hallsville High School alma mater, followed by the alma mater of Pine Tree.
Ahoy and welcome to the Veribank Pine Tree live broadcast as we are here back in beautiful Longview, Texas at Pirate Stadium as your Pine Tree Pirates welcome in a familiar foe in the Hallsville BOBCATS. The stadium is packed and cars are still filing in as Pirate Stadium welcomes back alumni from years past as it is homecoming 2024. The Pine Tree Pirates are now ranked number 7 in Division 4A according to Dave Campbell's rankings. Are on a roll after defeating the Dallas Carter Cowboys 21-7. The Hallsville BOBCATS are 1-2 after dropping their first 2 games before getting their first win last week versus Corsicana. Tonight, in the words of the legendary and usual play-by-play broadcaster Michael Clements, your Pine Tree Pirates are, quote, home again, dippity-doo. And with that, we introduce you to the man of many hats and the guy who has become our usual stand-in color commentator, Coach Jacob Holder. Coach, how are you? And talk to me about tonight's game.
Doing great. Happy to be back. Thank you for having me. Man, I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this game all week. You know, it's special coming in 3-0, undefeated, homecoming against a rival. I anticipated a huge crowd. It's already huge, and you can still see them filing in from the Lear Park entrance, the main entrance. So it's going to be a fun night.
Definitely, Coach. And, man, not in district anymore. It's just pre-district, the last pre-district game. And we are glad to be here with you, bringing you the action. We'll be right back with you after the national anthem. So stick around, and we'll be right back.
Our students, and the men and women who have served and are serving to help and protect us in our communities and around the world. Thank you. Please remain standing for our national anthem, performed tonight by the Pine Tree High School Choir under the direction of Danielle Warren.
And welcome back as we are right now in the pregame brought to you by ABC Auto Parts. And as we get ready for the coin toss brought to you by Marketing with April. And the captains are coming out right now for the Pine Tree Pirates. You're looking at number 76, Peyton Davis. Number 18, Seth McFarland. Number 4, Matt Cates. Number 8, Keyshawn Bowie. Number 7, Tydarian Peters. And number 10, Jordan Taylor. And for the visiting Hallsville BOBCATS, number 67, Gabe Bennett. Number 11, Lance Carver. Number 10, Joel Hell. And number 2, the quarterback, Josh Seal. And, Coach, as we're at the coin toss brought to you by Marketing with April, Coach, talk to me about what we should see tonight offensively from the Hallsville Bobcats.
So the Hallsville Bobcats base out of a spread, typically 11 personnel. They're going to have some kind of a tight end or a fullback in the game with 3 receivers and a running back. Their running back is very good vision, good speed. In the last 3 games, he's had 3 runs of 50 yards or more. So he's an explosive guy. We've got to do a great job at tackling him when he's got the ball. He's an explosive player. And then if you look at the stats, between the 6 highest targeted receivers, the wealth is spread out pretty well. He doesn't really have a top target. One of them comes in with 9 catches, one of them 8 catches, one of them 7 catches. He spreads it out well. So we got to do a great job of covering the whole field tonight.
And it looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to see that Hallsville Bobcat offense, as the Pirates are going to be the ones set to receive the opening kickoff. And as we get ready for the kickoff, brought to you by East Texas Preferred Properties, we want to thank our quarter sponsors, Energy Wealth at Veteran Pride AC and Heat, Custom Graphics, and Barnwell Solutions. Thank you for being sponsors here on the VeriBank broadcast here on Pine Tree Live. And it looks like it will be number 9, Oliver Dilday, Sr., who will be doing the kickoff duties for the Hallsville Bobcats.
This game every year just seems to be, no matter where you're sitting in the rankings, no matter where you're sitting in the district race, this game always comes down to a possession or two. Just kind of, you come to expect that with rivals. I'd love to see the Pirates really put it together tonight, bang on all cylinders, and I think if they play well, they should have success. Not to take away from anything the Hallsville Bobcats are doing. I think Coach Strickland does a great job over there. But if we put it together tonight the way that we can, I believe the Pirates should have a pretty good night.
And we are here at a packed stadium here at Pirate Stadium, and we're here moments away from the kickoff. Here we go as Dilday pops it up. And it looks like the Pirates have a crease on the near sideline. Blocks develop, and he gets taken down. And that was number 1 for the Pirates, Brandon Smith.
Good return. Brandon was a kid who originally didn't play football. He was a basketball guy who decided kind of late he wanted to play football. He's gotten better and better, and he's having a great senior year so far.
And here we go. We are ready to see the Pirates on offense, led out by 3rd-year veteran quarterback MJ Cates. MJ and company will start off in the I formation. 1 receiver out to the bottom of the screen.
Hallsville show in the front that they have not showed yet. You can tell that they are committed to working to stop our run. They had 6 defensive linemen lined up right there. They base out of a 4-2-5. They brought in an extra D lineman and walked down to one of their linebackers to be a D line. You can tell they're sold out to try to stop the running attack of the Pirates.
And to no avail, as the Pirates were able to pick up a good 5 yards on that play, bringing up 2nd and 5. MJ back in shotgun, 2 wide receivers out to the left of the formation. Wide receiver in motion, that's Jordan Taylor. And he hands it off to Lamarion Hunter, who will look like he will pick up the first down yardage. First down, Pirates.
It's a great job up front blocking. They jump back into their 4-2-5 right there. It was an excellent pull, great kick out by the fullback. Great crease, good running by Lamarion.
First down, Pirates, here on the VeriBank Pine Tree broadcast. I formation, tied into the right. Jordan Taylor in motion. And it looks like we're going to have our first Sparkle Janitorial penalty flag. And it'll go against the Pirates.
You know, be curious to see all night, you know, right after a first down, they jump back into that heavy front, that 6 down lineman front. We're under center, so we're not clapping anymore, so our cadence is some form of word cadence, and I'm wondering if they're out there barking at us, trying to get us to false start there. Back down in that 6-man front. Hallsville selling out to the run.
MJ takes the snap. This time play action. Lets it go. Jordan Taylor waiting for it, and he grabs it. And that is the first PDQ America Pine Tree PD TD touchdown.
You know, great job of protection there, man. Set up really well by the offensive staff. 2 straight run plays. Had the penalty, but again, they showed a heavy box. You know, 2 backs tight end, forcing them to commit that 6 down front, and it works well. Take a play action shot over the top of them when they're selling out to that run.
And that got the crowd on its feet as the first touchdown of the game comes with 10:11 on the clock as we get ready for the PDQ America extra point. Julian Ibarra ready, set to kick the PAT. And he does. And a little outside as it is no good, and the Pirates will stay with 6 points. Pine Tree Pirates 6, Hallsville Bobcats 0. So, Coach, if you're on the other side of the ball, you're thinking you've given up a quick touchdown. What is the mindset going right now as Coach Hampton's getting ready for his guys to go out on the field now after that touchdown?
You know, as a defensive guy, what you're thinking is, man, we just had 3 quick plays, an explosive over the top. Man, let's capitalize on this momentum. Let's go get a 3 and out. Let's go get a 3 and out right now. Keep the momentum on our side. Let this offense do this thing. He's going to be preaching 3 and out right here. All right, I know he's going to be talking eyes, hands, feet. Be disciplined, man. A shot over the top right there. Be aware of something tricky from the jump. Again, it's a rivalry game. They're going to want to win this one bad and take back momentum, so be watching for something tricky early.
And we are set for the East Texas Preferred Properties kickoff. And kicking off for the Pirates will be number 27, Alex Morellis. Nice kickoff right at the goal line. Hallsville with the return. Finds a crease before he's taken down.
Looks like Adrian Juarez Vega on the tackle there.
And it looks like Hallsville will take over right next to the 30-yard line. First down. 10:03 here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation for the Bobcats. Out of trips, sets a receiver in motion, orbit motion.
You know, trips into the boundary, you know, put the strength of the formation into the boundary, see how the defense adjusts to it. They motion back out. Coach Hampton, you can see, just made an adjustment.
And it'll be offsides right there. That'll be another Sparkle Janitorial flag. This time also against the Pirates. So 2 quick flags against the Pirates.
Just got to settle them down. Early jitters, wanting to get after him, taking advantage of that momentum, and that flag actually on somebody who just came off the field on offense right there, you know.
Shotgun formation for Hallsville. This time they get the snap off. Bubble route out to the outside, and it goes nowhere as the Pirates are all over that.
It's a great play.
And it looked like it was number 4, Cade Chappell, the senior wide receiver for the Bobcats.
Challenging Carl Turner now, 3-year starter. Didn't fool him for a second. It's a great job being physical on the edge.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Bobcats here on their opening drive of the game. This time they'll run the ball. And that will be number 6 for the Hallsville Bobcats, Jacaden Bolden. And there's another sparkle janitorial flag on the play. This time it seems like it will be going against the Hallsville Bobcats. Holding is the call, and they will walk it back 10 yards.
Yeah, running that outside zone play. Peyton Davis, our defensive end this side, did a great job stringing it out. That left tackle in an effort to try to overtake him, ended up tackling him. Good call by the officials.
Still second down. Hallsville's trying to get something started to answer the quick and early score from Pine Tree earlier here in the first quarter.
Second and long, you've got them off script. They're behind the chains. They have not put their fullback in the backfield yet. They've decided to go 4 wide, stay spread up, and here he is. He motions back into the backfield for the first time tonight to motion back out.
A lot of smokes and mirrors from Hallsville, but it does not have the Pirates fooled at all, as that was number 15 for Hallsville, Coulter Evans, and he gets introduced to the guy that is wearing the number 18 for the Pirates, and that's Seth McFarland.
Yeah, Seth McFarland, such a special player. Got the size, got the speed, got the strength, and probably the thing that sets him above everybody else out there is so intelligent. Very, very high ranked in his class, intelligent. Nothing fools him out there. He can get that defense lined up and knows what's going on a lot of times before everybody else does.
Third down and long. Hallsville trying to get the Pirates to jump all sides, doesn't. And that one will go right through the hands of a Pirate. Looks like it's number 6. Khalil Deckard, and Khalil trying to keep his streak of interceptions going, as he had a great game against Dallas Carter last week. Had 2 interceptions and a forced fumble as well.
Yeah, and really well covered there. Coach Hampton decided to be aggressive and really challenge, get in their face, play cover 1. Everybody's in man. Khalil's in the middle of the field free, and Earl Williams actually had great coverage and forced that ball high, gave Khalil Deckard a chance to go get it.
This punt will go nowhere, and it barely reaches back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, it'll go to the 42-yard line, and the Pirates will start with very good field position.
Okay, that's exactly how you'd want to start. You know, minus the penalty. Again, the penalty on Peyton Davis, who had just come off the field. Tell you what, that's a tough kid who this year, you know, he's been a starter on the offensive line the last 2 years. Again, a third year now, who's also been asked to play defensive tackle. He's a tough kid. And minus the penalty, that's, you know, that possession probably couldn't have gone any better.
And here are your starters for tonight's game. As Pine Tree, MJ gets it, shoots it out to the left side, and it's brought down right there, and it looks like it's enough for the first down yardage, and that will be number 1, Brandon Smith.
And Brandon getting early touches, the great return on the first kickoff, a quick hitch right there. Just MJ probably saw the off coverage and just took that free access throw real quick, really well executed. As Brandon comes out now for a minute.
And those starters brought to you by Longview Chamber of Commerce. First down for the Pirates, sticking to that I formation.
And here it is. So Hallsville's personnel in us now. Brought a receiver out.
That time the run is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. It might even lose a couple of yards.
So Hallsville's now matching personnel. You can tell they've got a plan for when we get into our 2-back, 1 tight end sets, or 2-back, 2 tight end sets. When we squeeze a receiver in, they're jumping down, creating that 6-man front. They've decided they're going to commit to stopping the run when we were in those heavier looks. They did a good job that time. Let's see what we can get on a second long when we're a little off script here.
All right, so now Pirates in a spread formation, shotgun, 3 wide receivers out to the right of the formation. MJ with the snap, has a little time, clock runs out. MJ will take it, and he will pick up everything he can to the near sideline. Looks to be a good 8 yards. MJ Cates on the scramble.
Their protection broke down a little bit. Really, really well done. Good scramble there by MJ, getting what he could, you know, and before that play, you said a couple words that typically you don't say when you're talking about Pine Tree. Pine Tree in the spread formation, right? 4 receivers, trips to the right, single out to the left. But when you've got so many receivers that have returned and you've got a quarterback now who's back there for his 3rd year, you know, as an offense, that allows you to open it up a little bit. They've got 2 more years, you know, 2 previous years under their belt. It's fun to see.
And we will take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you. And we are back here at Pirate Stadium, Homecoming 2024. Matchup between the Pine Tree Pirates and the Hallsville Bobcats. Pine Tree up early, 6-0. Handoff, MJ Cage to Lamarion Hunter. Lamarion breaks it off to the right. He's near the end zone, does not get there. Pushed out right there at the 3-yard line. First down, Pirates.
It's a great job up front. That right side gets what you call a wash. You know, they're running power to this side, so it's a gap scheme. Everybody on the right's just washing down inside as the puller and the kicker are coming. They got great push. That was a great job by the O-line.
Pine Tree in a good position. First down and goal.
As you can see, they're still in their 2-back, 2 tight end set. Hallsville again loading the box, 6 D linemen.
MJ turns around, hands it off.
And it's the same play, power. When it's working, why change it?
And that'll be a PDQ America Pine Tree PT TD touchdown. Lamarion Hunter. What a play from the running back, and what a drive by Pine Tree to capitalize on the good field position. Julian Ibarra with a PAT, and this time the PAT is true. And your Pine Tree Pirates lead it 13-0 here with 6:32 left in the first quarter. We will take a short break and be right back with you on the kickoff.
At ABC Auto Parts, what does parts and people you can trust really mean? It means our roots run deep in the communities where we live and do business. That our friendly expert staff is here for you, ready to go above and beyond to get the job done. And you can trust that ABC Auto Parts offers quality brand name parts in stock with competitive pricing, whether you shop online or in store. We are the parts and people you can trust. ABC Auto Parts.
And welcome back here to Pine Tree Stadium as the Pirates are up early 13-0 over the rival Hallsville Bobcats as we get set to bring you the East Texas Preferred Property kickoff. And again, taking the kickoff duties for the Pirates is number 27, Alex Morales. Same thing this time. The kickoff a little bit to the left. Hallsville trying to find a crease and doesn't. Breaks a couple of tackles before slung down at the 28-yard line. That'll be number 14 for Hallsville, Landon Vineyard.
It's a good hard run. We had good coverage. He was met about the 18-yard line and was able to create a little something positive after contact. That was a good run.
And again, thank you for joining us here on the Pine Tree Live broadcast brought to you by VeriBank. And we'd like to thank our quarter sponsors, Energy Wellfab, Veteran Pride AC and Heat, Custom Graphics, and Bardwell Solutions. Thank you for sponsoring Pine Tree Live. As Hallsville now trying to get something started, and that'll be number 6 for Hallsville, Jacaden Bolden with a good hard first down run, getting him around 6 yards right there on the first play.
You know, that's the first time that the fullback stayed in the backfield, and they actually ran inside to challenge the front of the Pirates, and they had some success right there. Everything else has been, you know, quick throws out to the edge or outside zone. So let's see what they get here on this second short. Might go back to the inside run.
Second down and short for Hallsville, trying to answer the 2 scores from Pine Tree. Empty backfield. Looks to get some more yardage before he is tackled, and that looks like it is number 76, Peyton Davis, with the tackle.
Yeah, a little bit of eye candy there. You know, put the running back out as a receiver, motion to the other side, and then really just run another inside play with the quarterback. Got a couple, brings up a 3rd and short. We'll see if Coach Hampton challenges him a little bit, put some pressure on him, play a little man coverage, try to force a negative play here and force a punt.
Shotgun formation for Hallsville, but not before Coach Bachman and Coach Hampton want to take another look at it, and that will be the first Texas Semi-Trailer timeout. We will take a timeout with them, and we will be right back here at Pirate Stadium.
SEER provides opportunities for our students to become leaders. They are learning communication skills. They're learning to become entrepreneurs, and we are building that upon our students in the classroom. We go on trips to provide those experiences that a lot of kids maybe aren't going to have, and we just make sure that, you know, our kids are learning the skills that they're supposed to learn. We're digging deeper for them, but they're also having fun while they're doing it, and they're not just always sitting in a classroom and being bored.
And welcome back to the Pine Tree Live broadcast, brought to you by Bank here at Pirate Stadium, back at home again and again. Pine Tree up 13-0 over the Hallsville Bobcats. The Bobcats trying to pick up the first down on this 3rd and short. The snap, the handoff. Pirates look to be there. And it looks to be 0 gain. This will bring up an interesting 4th down call for the Hallsville Bobcats.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Coach Hamp wanted to look at what that formation is going to be. You know, first critical 3rd down on defense. Important to get a big stop there and hopefully force a punt and keep this momentum.
Hallsville looks like they are keeping most of the offense on the field. A couple substitutions. Normal quarterback, number 2, Josh Seal, did go out of the play, but let's see what that brings for the Bobcats. And they are in a regular formation, shotgun. Handoff. And number 18, Seth McFarland, meets him right there and no gain. And it'll be the Pirate football right there on the 35-yard line. What a call, but what a play by Pine Tree.
That was a great job by the defensive front. Seth read it perfectly, fit perfectly. You know, like you said, they pulled their running back, they pulled their quarterback, and then interestingly enough, they brought in 2 defensive linemen to play quarterback and running back, give us a little bit of a wildcat look with 2 bigger bodies in there on a 4th and short. Just pretty well executed by them, but a great fit by Seth, and it's Pirate ball.
Coach, a little early to be going for it that deep in your own territory this early in the game?
You know, yes, and I think it might show that they feel a little desperate right now, you know. And I think for the coach staff of Pine Tree, it's, hey, guys, don't let up. Do not let up. You know, you got a chance. You got a chance to really kind of put the dagger in them here and start making them feel like they might want to quit. But, again, this Hallsville, it's a program that's got pride. There's good coaches over there. It's a good community. They're not going to go down without a fight. But, yeah, I do think it's a little early. I think it shows just a sense of panic.
Yeah, right there, the dagger was being shown by Coach Bachman as he took a shot down the middle of the field, just a little outside of the reach of number 10, Jordan Taylor. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation for the Pirates. MJ with the snap. Takes it, looks to get it in the air again. This time it goes out of the hands of number 5, Jaden Williams.
Such a great play design, a squeeze set. They squeeze Jaden in to make him look like a tight end. almost give off a little bit of a zone read, and then they pop Jaden right behind the linebackers. It was well executed. We just got to have that catch.
And it'll bring up third down. Pirates haven't been in this position very long and very much on an evening like tonight in front of a full crowd here at homecoming. MJ brings the team back out onto the field. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers out to the left of the formation. Jordan Taylor in motion. MJ will hand it back off. And it looks like it's number 24, who else but Lamarion Hunter, and he will pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, great play call there. You know, it's 3rd and long. They show sprint out, and they run the sprint draw. Everything looks like sprint out to the left, and Lamarion sticks his foot and comes back the other side. Great call, and, you know, fortunate to catch them in cover 1. They're in man coverage, and nobody's looking at it. Great call, well executed.
Brings up a brand new set of downs for the Pirates. I formation, and just like you've been saying all night, Coach, they get back into that bear front eagle look. Cram everybody inside. This time, Pirates will try to get back, and they will actually lose yards on that play, and it'll be a big loss. Looks to be about 4 yards of negative yardage right there.
Yeah, and that was just penetration off the edge. It was a good job by the outside backer here to the boundary side. He beat the kick-out block of the F and got back there and disrupted the mesh point. Good play by that young man.
And it looks like Hunter will be giving way to number 17, Dalen Montgomery, who checks into the game. Good depth at running back, as you will see Hunter, Attaway, and Montgomery all sharing the load. MJ takes the snap, fakes it, and now he has nothing but green grass on the left side, tries to juke, and he is taken down right near the 35-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 13.
Play broke down just a little bit. MJ's got such good mobile skills back there. When he broke, I thought, like you said, tons of green grass. That was a really good play by that corner up there to the field. A lot of closing speed.
Brings up another 3rd down and long for the Pirates. Last time they picked it up with Hunter on the ground. Let's see what the Pirates do now. 3rd down, 2 wide receivers out to the left, doubles formation. MJ drops straight back, lets it out. Jordan Taylor looks to be there, and he is. And he'll go out at the 1-yard line, but what a catch by Jordan Taylor. And it looks like Hunter will be checking right back in to see if he can help the Pirates cap off what has been a very great drive, being able to convert on 2 long 3rd down plays. 1st down and goal from the 1. MJ under center. Snap, turns it around, and it'll be Hunter. Hunter will walk in almost untouched for a PDQ America Pine Tree touchdown.
Again, they get back into that heavy set, 2 back, 2 tight. They've run power to the right several times. That was the play that the last time we ran that play was a 4-yard loss. They come back to it. They got confidence in these guys. There was a little penetration from the backside that almost disrupted it, but a good cut by Lamarion. Good vision.
Julian Ibarra here for the PAT. Snap down, ball's away, and this time it is good. And that'll make the lead now Pine Tree 20, Bobcats 0, and there is still a 1:06 left here in the first quarter. We will take a short break and be right back to bring you the kickoff.
97% of trucking companies have less than 20 trucks. At Texas Semi-Trailers, we understand the challenges small business truckers face. We offer trailer leasing options on flatbed, step deck, and lowboy trailers. In addition to leasing, we have a service and alignment center located in White Oak. To set up a service appointment, call 903-984-5470 or visit TexasSemiTrailers.com.
And welcome back. As the Pirates seem to be well in control of this game here at Pine Tree Stadium in front of a great homecoming crowd, as Alex Morales gets ready for the East Texas Preferred Property kickoff. Also want to recognize our Red Zone sponsor, Edward Jones Forrest Williams. The Pirates have been in the red zone, but not for very long. They've been able to capitalize very quick once they do reach the red zone. But definitely want to thank Edward Jones Forrest Williams for their sponsorship here on the Pine Tree Live broadcast. As that kickoff from Alex Morales, you don't see that very much, goes out of bounds and will give Hallsville some pretty good field position right there.
Yeah, you'd like to see him pinned. You've had so much momentum. You've been on your side of the field the entire night. And that's a great feeling as an offense. It's a great feeling as a defense. See if we can overcome this right here. Again, like you said, 20-0, minute 6. This program is a prideful program. They're not going to go down without a fight. So these coaches are preaching, guys, stay with it, man. You got a chance to choke them out. Stay with it. Don't let anything, nothing cheap, nothing over the top. Have eye discipline. And we'll see what the Bobcats decide to do with this field position.
Hallsville straight from the sideline onto the line of scrimmage. Empty formation for the Hallsville Bobcats. And they will hand it off to number 6, Jacaden Bolden. And he will pick up, looks to be about 5 yards right there on that play. A little bit of a different look right there, Coach. A little empty formation for the running back just to get it on sweep, right?
Right, yeah. So they went in old school formation, X over, all receivers over on one side. It's kind of an unbalanced set. You're trying to outnumber the defense, and they executed that well.
Second down and 5. Hallsville with the snap. Again, off to Bolden. Nope, this time the quarterback calls his own number, and that'll be number 2, Josh Seal, and he will pick up the first down for Hallsville. And if you're Hallsville, it has to be a good feeling to get a first down right there as the first quarter starts winding down. And it looks like Hallsville is ready to get to the second quarter. And we will do the same. And we're glad you're here with us here on the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast, here on homecoming night, where your Pine Tree Pirates are up 20-0 over the Hallsville Bobcats. We will take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back with you.
Capture the world from new heights with M6 Drones and Media. We are your one-stop shop for all things media, offering top-notch aerial photography and videography services that will elevate your content to the next level. Whether it's capturing breathtaking landscapes, covering events with our expert event photography, or even live broadcasting, we've got you covered. With our state-of-the-art equipment and skilled team, your vision will come to life like never before. Let us take your storytelling to new heights.
And welcome back as we get ready to kick off the second quarter here at Pirate Stadium. Pirates up 20-0 over the Hallsville Bobcats.
Coach Hampton decides to show a different front there after a couple successful plays, jumps into his odd 3-down front. Really just an effort to shut down some of that inside run game. Hallsville's kind of settled into that, got a few positive plays. One, they attacked off the edge, and then a couple there positive plays through the inside. Hampton's making an adjustment.
Yeah, right there, number 17, Dalen Montgomery in to fall back on the tackle after number 2, Josh Seal for the Hallsville Bobcats called his own number off the fake. Got about 3 yards, bringing you up 2nd and 7. Running back motions out of the backfield, empty formation, pass in the air, and it is caught near the Pirates sideline. That looks to be number 23, Eli Solis, the tight end. Looks like they snuck him right out of the backfield or near the end of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I know the Pirates worked that play. That was one of their big plays to take away the F slip screen. You know, they motioned the back out to the left to hopefully draw the eyes of the defense out there and slip the F out of the backfield on the other side. Successful play there, well executed.
Hallsville, first down. Seemed to picking up a little momentum, but that momentum gets shut down right there as the host of Pirates are there to make the tackle. A couple of defensive linemen there for Pine Tree. Looks like it was number 9. Yep. No. Number 8, Keyshawn Bowie, and number 76, Peyton Davis, that were on the tackle. Bring up 2nd and 11.
You know, Hallsville's usually a little bit more of a tempo offense.
That's
it's
what I was
nice.
going to ask you, Coach. You've defended a team, past Hallsville teams. It looks like they're going at a little bit slower of a pace.
Yeah, and really I think you're down 20-0, and you haven't had a ton go your way yet, and really you're kind of wanting to slow the game down just a little bit, maybe settle in a little bit. What you definitely don't want to do is go 3 and out quick, put your defense right back on the field. As they take a shot there and really had him, they had him. It was drop ball. So Pirates got away with one there.
Yeah, they really did, Coach. Right when you said it, it was almost like you called it right there. As number 15, Coulter Evans, had the ball, had the pretty good break on the coverage right there, but just couldn't hold on to it after the contact was made, and it brings up a long 3rd down play right here.
Let's see what Coach Hampton looks to do, as it looks like the Pirates called another timeout, another critical 3rd down.
And that'll bring up another Texas Semi-Trailer timeout, and we will take a timeout right there with them, and we'll be right back to bring you more of the action.
Provides opportunities for students to enhance their skills and broaden their horizons. Through project-based learning, students get the chance to work on real-world problems, conduct research, and develop practical solutions. They have the freedom to explore their passion. This approach fosters critical thinking, problem-solving, and prepares students for the challenges of the rapidly evolving world. It's a dynamic and collaborative learning environment where students actively participate and are encouraged to take ownership of their education.
Capture the world from new heights with M6 Drones and Media. We are your one-stop shop for all things media, offering top-notch aerial photography and videography services that will elevate your content to the next level. Whether it's capturing breathtaking landscapes, covering events with our expert event photography.
And welcome back here to Pine Tree Stadium. Here in the second quarter, 10:16 left to go. As Seeley looks to see if he can get around the corner. He does. Breaks her out before he's pushed out of bounds by number 18, Seth McFarland. And it looks like it's close to the 1st down yardage.
Looks just a bit short. Looked like it's about to be 4th and a really small one. You could tell quarterback Seeley really wanted to go to this right sideline, really well defended. Tucked the ball down and got what he could and made something positive out of something that could have been pretty negative.
Yeah, and correction, Josh Seal with the keeper on that last one, as Bolden right there on the keeper. He looks to be close, and they are going to give it to him, and that'll bring up a new set of downs for Hallsville as they inch closer and closer to the Edward Jones Forrest Williams red zone. Hallsville stays in shotgun. 2 wide receivers out to the left of the formation. Snap, fake, Seal calls his own number, and he is met right there, and it looks to be number 17, Dalen Montgomery. Also helping out with him looks to be number 28, and looks to be David Lively.
I think what's happened, Hallsville came in early doing some stuff that maybe they just practiced for the game. I think they've settled into just running some of their base offense, and they're starting to have a little success challenging the Pirates' defense.
Second down, Hallsville in shotgun. Wide receiver in motion. Bolden this time will get the carry and picks up a couple of yards. That time he looks to be met in the backfield or right there at the line of scrimmage by Prophet Hishaw. Bringing up another third down. Third down and what looks to be 5. Hishaw getting right back into the game. And there's a Sparkle janitorial flag. And it looks like it'll be a false start against Hallsville. And that won't help things. Another Sparkle janitorial flag on the play. Makes it third down and 10 for Hallsville. And it looks like before the play could be called or set into motion, it looks like Hallsville this time will take a Texas semi-trailer timeout, and we will take one right there with them as we come back. Your Pine Tree Pirates up 20-0 over the Bobcats.
SEER provides opportunities for students to enhance their skills and broaden their horizons. Through project-based learning, students get the chance to work on real-world problems, conduct research, and develop practical solutions. They have the freedom to explore their passion. This approach fosters critical thinking, problem-solving, and prepares students for the challenges of the rapidly evolving world. It's a dynamic and collaborative learning environment where students actively participate and are encouraged to take ownership of their education.
And we are back here on the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast. Pine Tree up 20-0 over the Hallsville Bobcats. Coach, talk to me about what's going on right here. What are you thinking if you're the defensive coordinator ready to stop a big third down play?
I'm really thankful that they false started. That's the first thing, because it went from third and very manageable to third and 10, a little bit tougher, and you could tell. I think that's why they take the timeout. I think that a play call they liked against 3rd and 5. They get the penalty, they sub in, they start bringing new guys in. I don't think they felt comfortable with the call, so they take the timeout.
Third down play here. Wide receiver in motion, goes behind the quarterback. Looks to have a little bit of pressure. Breaks out, still trying to get the quarter. And he does, pushed out of bounds.
It's a good job by the quarterback recognizing that he really didn't have anything, found grass inside, and that's, kind of a high-risk, high-reward defensive call there. We were in man coverage, cover one safety free with an aggressive bear look up front. It creates a lot of one-on-ones. It's really just, hey, you want your kids to go win the matchup. And when you're in man coverage and the quarterback scrambles, that can be a problem.
And now here's the first trip for the Hallsville Bobcats into the Edward Jones Forrest Williams red zone. Still with the snap, gives it off to Bolden. Bolden finds some yardage right before Seth McFarland finds him and brings up a second down and 5.
Hallsville trying to, they're starting to kind of find a little bit of a rhythm. I think they're going back to just nuts and bolts. They're running their base offense, not as much gimmicks as early in the game, all the empty backfields and the shifts and whatnot. I think they're just kind of settling in, and we've been talking about it. They're not going to go out without a fight. It's a program that's got some history, so the Pirates have got to really bow up here.
Second down and 5. Hallsville looks like they're changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Hampton stays with what he got. Hands it off. Bolden finds a crease and finds the end zone. And that'll get the Hallsville Bobcats on the board with a PDQ America touchdown for the Hallsville Bobcats.
Nothing nothing really fancy there. Again, just aggressive fronts. Got a 4-down front, bringing 2 off the edge. When you run inside, there's 1 guy left in there. That's Seth, and Seth showed up, but's got a fullback in his face, and the back made a great cut off the fullback. Aggressive front, aggressive call. Those calls can sometimes backfire on you.
And just like that, after number 9, Oliver Dilday takes advantage of the PAT with 6:50 left to go here in the second quarter. Pine Tree 20, the Bobcats 7. And so there goes the shutout, Coach. If you're a defensive coordinator, you kind of wanted the shutout, right? The 0 felt pretty good over there on that side of the screen.
Oh, man, as a former defensive guy, yeah, 0s are hard to come by. So, yeah, anytime you're sitting here looking, you're halfway through the second quarter, you still got a 0 on the board, offense is playing well, you're always hopeful, but again, they're hard to come by. So once that first score gets up there on the board, it is what it is, guys. Get on the bench. Let's go settle down. Let's talk about the couple things that went wrong right there. How can we fix it? And let's go play. Luckily, offense is playing well, and they've been off the field now for a while. So hopefully they can get back into the groove that they've had early because they've been overstanding on the sidelines for a while. So that was a really good, well put together drive by the Hallsville Bobcats.
Yeah, and as number 16, Chris Meager for the Hallsville Bobcats gets ready to take the East Texas Preferred Property kickoff. Yeah, so it's a different mindset, Coach, really. I mean, because the stress, the focal point of keeping the 0 up there, that's gone. Now you can just go back to playing defense. And in the words of Coach Hampton, get 6 defense as he's been able to get that defense to be able to play, as looks like number 6 for Pine Tree, Khalil Deckard, wanted to take it right out of the end zone. And he doesn't get very much on the return as he gets it right there to the 15-yard line. And it sounds like and it looks like it's been a while since we've seen number 4 for Pine Tree, MJ, on the field, but now he's back there.
Yeah, and Khalil right there, he's just a big play guy. You could tell he hesitated when he caught it, thought, man, I should kneel this thing, but he's a big play guy who wants to make big things happen. Probably should have kneeled it. Man, you can't blame him. When Khalil gets the ball, it can be pretty electric.
Oh, yes, and we've seen that definitely, especially in the first week versus Gilmer, as he set up what ended up being the go-ahead touchdown versus the Gilmer Buckeyes. But now it is Hunter who takes it, and he finds about 5 yards before he gets pushed out of bounds over there on the Hallsville sideline.
Yeah, that's the start you want to see right there. Just get back to just run the football, run at them. Good pickup right there. You're looking at a second and a long 5. That's exactly what you want to see. Get out of the shadow of your own end zone. Let's just run right at them. Hopefully that offense can settle into that momentum that they had early.
MJ breaks the huddle, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers down to the left of the formation. MJ with the snap, rolls out to the left, fires, looks open, and it is Jordan Taylor. Gets it, thought he had stayed in bounds, but he took one little step outside, but not before he got the first down.
I think you can start to see, I think Coach Bachman and this offensive staff, they feel pretty confident when they want to throw the football. I think they know in this 4-2-5 defense that Hallsville runs, there's certain consistent things that you see from that, and I think they're very comfortable when they want to throw the ball. They know how to create the grass they want to throw to. You've seen it all night. We've had a lot of success in the passing game.
And they stick with the shotgun look. MJ this time hands it off. Hunter gets it, spins out of a tackle before he is met by 2 Hallsville Bobcats. Forward Progress will have him right there at the 45-yard line. And we will take a short commercial break, but when we return, we will bring you back the last 6 minutes and 13 seconds of the game.
All across East Texas and around the world, former Kilgore College students are working hard for their best life. They're building a brighter future. They're moving in the right direction. They're in powerful positions. And they're superheroes protecting and serving. If you're ready to work for your best life, Put Kilgore College to work for you.
SEER provides opportunities for students to enhance their skills and broaden their horizons. Through project-based learning, students get the chance to work on real-world problems, conduct research, and develop practical solutions. They have the freedom to explore their passion. This approach fosters critical thinking, problem-solving, and prepares students for the challenges of the rapidly evolving world. It's a dynamic and collaborative learning environment where students actively participate and are encouraged to take ownership of their education.
And welcome back.
Lamar, a little shaken up after that play. When you run as tough as he is, you get banged up throughout the season. He's a tough runner, walks off on his own feet. I believe we'll see him back probably pretty quick.
Jordan Taylor in motion, circles back. This time the handoff goes to him, cuts it back inside, finds a crease, and he'll pick up the first down yardage. Great play and great call for Jordan Taylor right there.
Yeah, that was great vision by Jordan right there. That's a tough play. You go in motion, the reverse motion, the return motion. When you come back from where you came from, you're trying to build up speed off of that. And for him to see that and make that cut, that was excellent vision, really well done. He comes out for a break, as you see, number 6, Khalil Deckard, enter the offense.
Yeah, Coach, and that's something else, like, especially with you up here, definitely want to get your take on it. That's something we really hadn't seen in years past. We hadn't seen very many players go on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and I think it comes with consistency as we watch this play right here again, power off the edge. Oh, man, the right side of the offensive line tonight, minus 1 or 2 plays, they've been getting great push all night, getting push on the defensive end, defensive tackle over there on that right side. It's kind of a go-to when you feel like you need a few, man, just run behind the right side of that powered offense. But back to your point, man, when Coach Bachman, this offense now has been here for going on 8 years. Coach Hampton now in year number 3. The kids are well-versed within the system, and it's simple. It allows those players to go from offense to defense, from defense to offense, and you got tough players that are willing to go do it. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Wide receiver stacked to the bottom of the formation. MJ with the snap, hands it off to Attaway. Attaway finds a crease, spins off one defender, breaks the tackle on another. Looks like he'll try to get there, and right at the end, he is tackled. And a touchdown-saving tackle by number 54, Garrett Alsop from Hallsville, saved what would have been another touchdown for Pine Tree.
I'll tell you what, that's a hustle play. If I'm the defensive coordinator tomorrow watching this film, I'm making sure to call out number 54 Alsop right there. That's a defensive tackle making a play, 30 yards down the field. That's a great job by that young man right there.
Pirates now in the Edward Jones Forrest Williams red zone. I formation. Hallsville tries to answer back with their own defensive set. And it looks like Attaway tries to dart through to pick up what he can. And it looks like they aren't going to give him anything. It'll still be first down and 10.
They get into that, you've been calling it that I backfield, 2 tight ends, that heavy set. They're jumping down into that 6-man front, which early in the game it didn't matter. We were still getting a lot of push. They're jumping into that 6-man front. Maybe they've changed up their shades, changed up their gap responsibilities, but the last few times Hallsville's defense has stepped up to the challenge of that heavy set.
Pine Tree this time in the shotgun. Jordan Taylor right next to the offensive tackle. A little bobble on the snap. Attaway picks it up, gets what he can, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring that 3rd and 10, 3rd and goal.
As you see, another substitution now. You see a little bit bigger bodies coming in, some defensive linemen coming in. Might be jumping back into that heavier set. The clock's winding down. I thought maybe Coach Bachman wants to take just a second, think about this, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and line up.
And it looks like they have 5, 4, 3, 2-1 on the play clock. Gets it off. And it didn't, but wasn't quick enough for Coach Bachman, as he will take another Texas semi-trailer timeout. And we'll just stick with you here on the Pine Tree Live broadcast, brought to you by VeriBank. And again, just want to take a little bit of time to thank our quarter sponsors: Energy Well Fab, Veteran Pride AC and Heat, Custom Graphics, and Barnwell Solutions. Also, thank you to the Longview Chamber of Commerce for our starting lineups, and also Marketing with April, who brings us the coin toss and also the halftime stats, which the halftime brought to you by Kilgore College. So make sure you stay tuned to that, as we are 2:34 away from halftime. And very excited to see these bands perform, as probably they are, as like I said, it is a huge crowd here at Pirate Stadium tonight.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. During one of the timeouts, we were at break and we were still talking. It's halfway through the second quarter. You still see a line of cars coming in the stadium. Just looking at it from up here, it's almost at capacity. It seems like got a bunch of kids sitting down on the grass outside the stands. I'm sure Pete's Plaza is pretty packed. It's a fun night here at Pirate Stadium.
And we are back into the action. 3rd down and goal on the 10-yard line. MJ hands it off. Reverse. Jordan Taylor gets it back inside, spins right into the teeth of the defense, and will get 3 yards on that.
I really liked the call. Honestly, when I saw them out in cover one, I thought, man, this is it. We got them. But it was a good job by the defensive front of staying at home. That was a discipline effort by the Hallsville defensive line over there. Would have liked to see Jordan maybe bounce it, but there's a reason he's out there and I'm not. He stuck his foot and got vertical, got what he could. Brings up a 4th down. Coach Bachman's got to make a decision.
And he'll make a decision, but not before we take another Texas semi-trailer timeout. And we will stick right here with you as we are in the Edward Jones Forrest Williams red zone. And so you're here, 4th down, Coach. What are you thinking? Do you go for the field goal just to get your points, or do you try to, get 7 right here, get 6?
Well, if it was me, I'd probably take the points just to put something on the board and not allow momentum right before the half. That said, Coach Bachman's been aggressive in the past. If we all knew the future, we'd be pretty darn good at coaching football, But it looks like he's decided to put some points on the board, hopefully keep the momentum on our side right as we are about to head into the half.
And it'll be Julian Ibarra with the East Texas Preferred Property field goal attempt. And this looks to be about a 24-yard field goal. A little bit deeper than a usual PAT. High snap, ball gets down, and it is blocked.
To my point, if we could see the future, maybe we should have gone for it right there. No, I still think you take the points. That's something, though, that when you get into halftime, man, we've got to look at that field goal protection unit. Where did they come from? That's something that's got to be fixed.
And we will take a short timeout and a break away from the action. When we come back, we'll bring you the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the game. And here we are for the last 2 minutes of the half, not the game. Very excited about the halftime, brought to you by Kilgore College. I'm very excited about the rest of this game. 20-7, and Hallsville, a little bit of momentum creeping in as they had just blocked the 24-yard field goal attempt by Julian Ibarra. And they are back now on offense. Looks like they're in spread formation. Bolden, motion out of the backfield. Seal drops back, looks to have something, pressured out of the pocket, throws it away. No, throws it to an open wide receiver, picks up 17 yards right there on that play. And that was number 4, K. Chappell.
It was a good job being creative by the quarterback, finding space by the receiver as the play broke down. The Pirates decided that they got in their 3-3 stack with 3 safeties. You know, they're trying to play a little bit of a prevent look. When you do that, there's holes in the defense. It's a zone look. A lot of eyes on the quarterback. When he starts scrambling, those guys start moving, and receiver found the open grass. That was a good job by them. You got to get the Pirate defensive front there. Hey, contain the quarterback. Don't let him outside the pocket. That's one thing coming in. This quarterback, Seal's very, very good inside the pocket. If you get him on the run, his arm's not quite as good. Got to keep him on the move a little bit right there.
And it looks like the officials are going to have a little bit of a meeting right before the end of the first half.
Said I'm on your camera.
And
never saw a flag, and I still don't know that I see a flag unless it's on that big gold PT. So I'm not sure what they were talking about. There still seems to be a little confusion.
And
as the officials are talking to Coach Bachman on the sideline.
Yeah, and it looks like the
Possibly.
Hallsville line is walking backwards.
Possibly an ineligible man downfield. Didn't see it. But a break for the Pirates for sure.
Yeah, just be interesting to see where they put it. Especially since they had already moved the chains.
Never seen a flag.
Yeah, I never saw a flag either. Well, they wind the clock, 1:54 left.
And still first down for Hallsville, so I guess everybody wins. Bolden out of the backfield, swing pass, sideline. He has grass, he has speed, and he picks up the first down before he is met. And it looks like
Now you see the tempo of Hallsville's offense.
Yeah, number 57, Travion Rugeley, right there on the tackle. And again, a defensive lineman making a hustle play. Oh, a little bit of excitement from Rugeley. He had just made the play, and he makes the early play right there as it brings up a janitorial sparkle flag on the play. Brings up 1st and 5 from almost midfield. Seal back, steps up, still eyes downfield, launches it out of bounds. And that was number 14, Boston Johnson, who had a great game last week versus Dallas Carter. He was right there on the coverage. Brings up 2nd and 5 from midfield.
You know, an aggressive play call there. As you get 1st and 5 near midfield, they decide to take a shot knowing you're about to be 2nd and 5. They motion the back out of the backfield, then wheel them up the sideline with those two receivers running inside cut routes, hoping DBs would drive on them and you'd get the back up the sideline. But as you said, well defended as Boston, the sophomore, recognizes what's going on.
2nd and 5. Play action. Defensive lineman in the backfield. Rugeley on the chase, and Seal will just get the ball off.
Really well defended, well covered back here. That's, would have been a coverage sack, but he finally throws it away. As I look out here and see guys like Jaden Williams, the receiver, playing corner, Coach Bachman or Coach Hampton does a good job in these situations. You get your nickel package on, you get your dime package on, where you've got a whole bunch of receivers out there at DB. You see sophomore safety Boston all of a sudden in the game, and they're executing well, playing different variations of cover two with a whole player in the middle, cover 2 man. He's giving them different looks, trying to keep that quarterback uncomfortable, and it paid off there.
Yep, and you're talking about the Get Sick City defense of Coach Hampton. Man, and he has had a pretty good run here in the 3 years. And it looks like there's another sparkle janitorial flag on the play. And
Coach,
everybody in the stadium kind of letting their opinions known, not more than the Hallsville coach over there.
He seems to be pretty hot, and he is about to demand an explanation as he's approaching the hash.
All that to the delight of the home crowd here in Pine Tree. Looks like the officials are still trying to make sense of it, but.
So I knocked on the box next to us over here as we've got our lead counselor / clock operator / former coach and former official. She said it was intentional grounding. I still never saw a flag, but I believe her.
Okay, well, I'll take the yardage against Hallsville. 3rd down and long. Seal gets the snap. Bolden out of the backfield on swing. This time he can't get it. They are going to say incomplete pass. And it'll bring up 4th down. And looks like Hallsville is bringing on their punt team with 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, great job by the defense of what we used to call, put out the fire. They just blocked a field goal, gained some momentum, and then on 1st down had a huge play but committed a penalty, got brought back, and then they settled and varied up some coverages, gave them different looks. They settled. They put out the fire right before the half, so the Pirates have the ball. Getting the ball with 1 minute 3 left. They can either go score again or ice it and just keep the momentum. That was a great job by the defense.
And the punt is off. And Khalil won't be anywhere around it. This one, a lot better punt than the first one. Good job by the Hallsville punter to flip the field and give his defense a little bit of a break now that the Pirate offense will have 47 seconds left to try to make something happen. But again, to your point, Coach, you talked about maybe just icing the game going into the half, up 20-7 on homecoming night. Feeling pretty good about yourself and what you're doing. Looking very much like the number 7 team in 4A.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you've seen Hallsville throw some punches at us and connect. The score, the blocked field goal. It's been good to see both the offense and the defense, just kind of weather the storm a little bit and capture back the momentum.
And to your point, Coach, it looks like Coach Bachman will take the 20-7 lead into the half as MJ is going to just kneel on it. Might have to do it one more time just to end the half. Nope.
Well, 3-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. That should be all for the first half right there.
And that'll do it for the first half. Referees are discussing, trying to make sure that that's it. Half the teams are going to locker rooms already. And we will do the same as we get you ready for the halftime shows brought to you by Kilgore College as we get to watch the Pine Tree Band and the Precision Team, as well as the performers from Hallsville. So when we come back, we will bring you back halftime stats brought to you by Marketing with April, and we will also bring you the second half of this game as Pine Tree is up 20-7 over the Hallsville Bobcats. We'll be right back.
At ABC Auto Parts, what does parts and people you can trust really mean? It means our roots run deep in the communities where we live and do business. That our friendly expert staff is here for you, ready to go above and beyond to get the job done. And you can trust that ABC Auto Parts offers quality brand name parts in stock with competitive pricing, whether you shop online or in store. We are the parts and people you can trust. ABC Auto Parts.
All across East Texas and around the world, former Kilgore College students are working hard for their best life. They're building a brighter future. They're moving in the right direction. They're in powerful positions. And they're superheroes protecting and serving. If you're ready to work for your best life, put Kilgore College to work for you.
Junior Lieutenant, Bella Melendez. All-Star Senior Lieutenant, Addison Maloney. All-Star Lead Dancer, Senior Lieutenant, Caitlin Scott. All-Star Junior Lieutenant, Margot Malone. And All-Star Lead Dancer, Senior Captain, Aubrey Tennyson. Player of the Week is Ryan Vargas. Manager of the Week is Avery Moniz. Teacher of the Week is Ms. Carolyn Thompson. And staff member of the week is Mr. Matt Jackson. The Bells will perform a escort routine to Armed Forces on Parade. Your commitment and sacrifice are deeply appreciated. Let us continue to show our appreciation for these heroes and everything we do. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hallsville High School BOBCAT Bells! The Bells are under the direction of Miss Catherine Calloway and Miss Mandy Stevens. And I'm Tyler Moore, the voice of BOBCAT Bells.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 2024-2025 HHS Bobcat Band Majorettes and Flag Corps. At this time, the Bobcat Band would like to feature the flags and majorettes on an extra routine for the Pop Tune Zoot Suit Riot. Flag captain is Samaya Smith, and head majorette is Evie Lebet. marching unit. The Hallsville High School Band promotes and preserves the military-style performance among marching bands of America and encourages the superior performance of traditional march music. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime enjoyment, we proudly present to you the roaring band from Bobcat Land, the Hallsville High School Military Sweepstakes Band. The band is under the field direction of senior graduates John Brandon, Sean Brandon, and Jill Brandon. John is the senior trombone player, senior Will Cabin, tenor sax player on the Bobcat Band, and the son of the new Walker Cabin, senior drum major Nelson Johnson, who is a very favorite player in the band, and the daughter of Christy Johnson. Now let's listen to the Bobcat Band roar to the sounds of Majesty Fanfare and Drum Major March. you have, ladies and gentlemen, the line bearer from Bobcat Playground. The game is under the direction of Sherry Logan, Clyde Wood, Wayne Smith, Keith Box, Randy Cohen, Rick Butcher, and Rick Capone. The Rick Capone going out for the sponsor is Shannon Johnson. I am Chris Clark, the voice of the Bobcat Playground. The social officers are President Janai Robbins, Secretary Abigail Lawrence, Historian Cameron Taylor, and Chaplain Desiree Ellis. Dancer lead is Abigail Lawrence, and Spirit leader is Jose Castaneda. And now, for your continued halftime entertainment, Precision will perform our prom routine to Sweet Child of Mine. Santiago Barrios, and Noah Spratton. Pine Tree ISD is proud to present the Pine Tree High School Marching Band.
Rogers, Arturo Galvez, Zoe Valles, Sean Rackley, Taylor Williams, Brandon Hayes, Joanne Whitaker, and Carlos Salazar. Reporting that 2024 show at the line of limits. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Pine Tree High School Marching Band.
by Miss Gabby Pumphrey. Punches of the week are Carson Monreal and Lexi Geary.
All across East Texas and around the world, former Kilgore College students are working hard for their best life. They're building a brighter future. They're moving in the right direction. They're in powerful positions. And they're superheroes protecting and serving. If you're ready to work for your best life, put Kilgore College to work for you.
And we're back here at Pine Tree Pirates Stadium here on homecoming night as the Pine Tree Pirates are up 20-7 over the Hallsville Bobcats. And we welcome you into the booth here with myself, Coach Roja, and Coach Older. So, Coach Older, talk about the first half for me.
In the first half, minus a couple little mishaps, I thought the Pirates were in control for most of the half. We talked about the blocked field goal and how that was a chance at momentum, but we were able to kind of put out that fire. I think we felt the pressure early on to try to pitch the shutout, and they got down there and scored. We had some aggressive calls up front, and those aggressive calls, sometimes it's high risk, high reward, and they popped a couple plays on us. When we were in man coverage with DBs have their eyes turned to their man, and they pop a big run behind it so we don't see it. But we kind of talked about it, the pressure of the shutoffs off. Now the defense next time they go out there, they settle in and they get the big stop after the blocked field goal. So I thought that, we weathered their storm a little bit. They settled in, and hopefully we can keep that momentum going.
Appreciate that, Coach. And we welcome you here at the beginning of the second half as Alex Morales for the Pine Tree Pirates gets ready to take the East Texas Preferred Property kickoff here to kick us off into the second half. Again, Pine Tree up 20-7 over Hallsville in the last pre-district game before the Pirates take on Kilgore next week here also at Pine Tree Stadium, and a big first district matchup to start off the district season as Hallsville right here pops a good kickoff return. About 54, 55 yards.
Yeah, a good return by Hallsville. Pine Tree really had pretty good coverage, had several missed tackles down there about the 25, another one about on the 40. And man, you missed tackles, and, you give them a little bit of life right here. Now it goes back to the defense, got to step up, put out that fire a little bit.
And so Hallsville will start off with really good field position as they start off at the 42-yard line. Seal in the shotgun. Bolden to his left. He hands off to Bolden. Actually, he kicks it over on the left edge. And that is a first down for Hallsville as Seal called his own number, and went over on the left edge. First down, Hallsville.
If you remember in the first half, they got back to kind of their basic offense. That was just zone read right there. They settled in. Well, they decided to come out and just go pretty vanilla. Worked out for them there.
Seal shotgun formation. This time, two wide receivers out to the right. Bolden swings out to the right, gets the ball before he is chased out of bounds by Seth McFarland, number 18. Hallsville here trying to pick up where they kind of left off in the second half, or the second quarter. Second quarter, Coach, we kind of saw them kind of pick up a little bit of speed, and now they're back into their usual hurry-up kind of NASCAR offense.
Right. They probably went in and just preached to the guys, hey, it's 0-0, let's go, let's start again. And they've executed so far. They're feeling it. Pirate defense has to come up with a big stop. Is right there. We kind of got away with a little bit of a break.
Yep, Bolden slips right there. Number 25, Earl Williams, was there to make sure he did not gain any more yardage after that. And it is third down for Hallsville as they get closer and closer to the Edward Jones Forest Williams red zone.
Looks like Pine Tree's going to go cover one, play man. Khalil back in the back with eyes on the quarterback.
And the wide receiver knocks off one would-be tackler, and it is a touchdown, from a PDQ America touchdown for the Hallsville Bobcats. That's number 16, Chris Meager.
Well executed there. That number 2 receiver, that inside receiver, runs a quick slant. When you're in cover one, those guys are outside leverage. The slant's kind of your vulnerability. Well executed. It's a good call. Khalil had a chance at a tackle and missed it. Pirate defense has got to respond a little bit better and hope the offense can gain momentum back.
And the PAT is good from the one that did score the touchdown. Chris Meager also makes the PAT and makes this a 20-14 ball game. Still in favor of the Pine Tree Pirates, but now only a 6-point lead.
And it goes back to just some missed tackles, gave them good field position. They start feeling a little bit good about themselves. They settle. They run just, like we said in the first half, they come out and they've probably game planned, and sometimes coaches are guilty of overthinking as they prep for next opponents, and they think about, okay, they line up like this, so hey, let's do this. And Hallsville did a lot of that, just kind of some funky sets, a lot of shifts and motions early on. May have saw something on film they thought that they could exploit. They've settled in. They seem to be running just kind of their base offense, and they're having success.
And as we get ready here for the kickoff, that is brought to you by East Texas Preferred Properties. A little bit of a different game now, and we are only a couple of minutes into the second half. As Jordan Taylor and Khalil Deckard both set to return the kickoff. Looks like it will be Khalil. Gets it on the 1. Turns it up. Looks like the ball got loose. And no, they are saying that still Pine Tree ball as MJ Cates looks to lead the offense back onto the field.
It'd be interesting to see how Coach Bachman decides to open up. Does he just stick to the running game, be patient, try to wear on this Hallsville defense as they've proven? You watch the Pine Tree offense over the last couple of weeks, and at times they're kind of slow starts, but over time, just that aggressive, that kind of physical style play tends to wear defenses down throughout the game.
Shotgun formation. MJ puts the fullback in motion. Hands it off. And it looks like it's number 29, Attaway. Picks up a couple of yards. They're going to give them 4. Bringing up 2nd down and 6 for the Pirates.
Similar start to the beginning of the game. Kind of get into a little bit of a squeeze set and run power off that right side of the offensive line that we've been talking about tonight. Positive gain on 1st down.
Coach Bachman and the Pirates still sticking in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers up to the right side of the formation. MJ with the ball, hands it off. Attaway cuts it back in, and it looks like he gets right back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Hey, Hallsville's changed up a little bit right there. Got into a bare front with 3 backers. Hadn't seen that front yet today. Probably gone in, as you know, you probably talked about on here, the new digital technology that's allowed at halftime. They go in, they kind of get a brief moment to study on film what the opponent's doing. Hallsville saw something. There's an adjustment made there. Well executed, brings up a 3rd and long for Pirates.
3rd down and long. Pirates look, jump screen, into the hands of Attaway. Attaway finds the crease, gets a block. Peyton Davis in front, trying to get a second one. And doesn't get there. And my mistake, that was number 71, Jacob Grugnard. who was right there in front of Attaway and 1 block away from springing open that really good screen pass by MJ Cates.
Yeah, and if you remember the sprint draw from earlier, it's a very similar concept. It worked for them. Instead of sprint draw, they sprint out, and then they just slip the back out the backside, throw a screen. That was a great call considering the aggressive front that the Bobcats have been showing. Great call. It worked out for them, and Lamarian checks back in after the big play.
And the Pirate faithful, Pirate Nation, very happy to see number 24 back into the game, as he is an explosive runner. Lamarian with 2 touchdowns already to his name, looking to add a little bit more as MJ calls his own number, cuts it back inside, picks up a good, tough 4 yards as he is met by a host of Hallsville Bobcats. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Just a quick outside zone. MJ sees the defensive end on the right, chasing the heel line, chasing after the back. He decides to pull it. The second, third level defenders do a great job of rallying to him, but not before he picks up about 3.5 yards. He does come up just a little hobbled.
And we will keep an eye on that as MJ breaks the huddle. 2nd down and 6. MJ in the first half got 105 yards, 60% on his passes with 1 touchdown as he hands the ball off right there. And brings up a 3rd down and short. 3rd down and manageable, Coach. And looks like they're going to be bringing in number 23, Chris Nichols.
Bringing out a receiver, so you get either a second back or a third back or a second tight end in. This is the personnel group that we've seen Hallsville in the first half jump into that 6-man front. Let's see if they continue to do that in the second half after studying the video a little bit at halftime.
Pirates in I formation. MJ with the snap, turns around, hands it off, and it looks like Attaway is met in the backfield.
And they stayed with it. They came down. They got in that 6-man front. Looks like they did change the shades. That, sometimes they call it changing the bubble. Where's the open spot in the defensive front? This time, Coach Bachman, instead of running behind the right side of that offense, decides to run power to the opposite side, and to no avail as they're dropped for a little bit of a loss. Brings up a 4th down.
4th down, and it looks like the big formation guys that checked in earlier checking out. Looks like the Pirates going to give a little bit of a spread look, trips down to the bottom of the formation. Hunter joins MJ. MJ drops straight back. Hunter with great protection steps up. Ball skips across the defender, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And Hallsville, and now with a little bit of momentum, will take over right there at the 40-yard line.
Pirate defense takes the field, and you just got to, at this point, be talking to them about, hey, settle down, put out the fire again. You've done it a couple times tonight. Go out there and just have good eyes, good hands, good feet, play football, read your keys, be disciplined. You've proven to stop them. Got to go get a big stop right now and not allow momentum to truly shift. It looks like they're going unbalanced again, maybe outside run. Yep, they did it to us in the first half. A throwback to the quarterback, well defended. A little trickery there off the 4th down stop.
Little trickery goes unfazed by the Pirate defense, the Get Six City defense by Coach Hampton and the rest of the Pirate staff. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6.
That was the formation that you pointed out earlier, the X over, they're unbalanced, they bring the guy in motion, they run outside, but that time throw back to the quarterback with intention of throwing vertical up to the top. It well defended by the Pirate defense there.
2nd down for the Bobcats. Bolden motion out, and it looks like they go to that quite a bit, and this time it'll pay big dividends for the Bobcats as he picks up the 1st down into Pirate territory.
And attacking the edges of the Pirate defense right there as they try to take advantage of Boston, the young safety who's down over the number 2 receiver. didn't play it bad. You'd like to keep his outside shoulder free so that he can escape a little bit quicker to that, turn it back inside. But very, very, very manageable right here. First down, midfield. You can still get a stop. Just got to settle in and execute.
Trips formation for the Bobcats as they are put into motion. Bowden fakes the handoff. Seal has it. Meets Boston Johnson. Boston Johnson with a really good tackle right there in space. Takes the quarterback down for a 4-yard gain.
That's great recognition. You could see him. The Bobcats give a trips, a 3-by-1 set. You can see him calling the coverage, signaling what they're going to do. The receiver goes in motion. They get out of that check they were about to roll into. The zone read play that's happened off the edge where the quarterback calls the zone. They've had a lot of success, and Boston read it beautifully and came down and made the play from a high safety position. That's a great tackle.
Hallsville takes a snap, hand off to Bowden. Bowden up the middle. A good, tough 3 or 4 yards in the middle of what is that Pirate defense right there, number 76, Peyton Davis, and number 79, Prophet Hishaw, trying to bring him down before he got any more yardage, and it brings up 3rd down and short in what you would call four down territory for the Bobcats.
Right, you see an aggressive front again. That bear look by Coach Hampton. And what you're starting to see, I think, is, Peyton Davis, guys like that, Prophet, who does play some offense from time to time, the two-way players. That's the thing about being 4A, but a little bit smaller. Hallsville, bigger 5A school. Don't have many guys going 2 ways. Interesting to see, can our guys weather the storm, because they are playing both ways.
Counterplay for the Bobcats, and this time Seal gets it, breaks off to the near sideline. Touchdown for the Bobcats. And that'll be a PDQ America touchdown. And for now, the Bobcats have stormed back from a 20-point deficit to tie it up 20-20 pending the PDQ America PAT. And that almost nearly blocked, but the PAT does go through. And now it is Hallsville up 21-20. Momentum definitely now here in favor of the visiting Hallsville Bobcats, who would love to play spoiler on homecoming night here in Longview, Texas, in the beautiful Pirate Stadium. Coach, at this point, what are you talking about in the huddles?
Just settling down. I think that, like I was just saying, you can see Hallsville settling in and inside run game. You mentioned the counter play. They've been running some zone read. They're settling in, and what I'm starting to see is just some push by that offensive line. And I think it's going to wear on our two-way players a little bit. I think they're tough enough to withstand it. But at this point right now, you're talking about guys settle down. We've proven to be able to move the ball. We've proven to be able to have explosive plays on offense and score quickly. We've proven to be able to stop them. We just got to settle down, get back to the basics, do what we do. Coach Hampton, is over there talking to him. I saw him talking to the official. I don't know what was going on there. Might be alerting him to something, but he's going to be talking to his guys about settle down. Be interesting to see if maybe he stays out of some of those bear fronts, those aggressive fronts, and maybe plays a little bit more of a bend but don't break style.
Right there, as the East Texas Preferred Property kickoff goes to Khalil Deckard, and Khalil brings it all the way out to the 25-yard line. And that is where MJ Cates and Hunter will try to grab the lead back for Pine Tree. And MJ here bringing them back out into the play. And as we mentioned before, MJ in the first half, 105 yards, 1 touchdown, a 60% completion rate. He will try to look to build on that here in the second half as he sprints out to the right, plants his feet, lets it go. He has a man wide open, and it's in and out of Jordan Taylor's hands.
I like the play call, aggressive, go for the jugular right there, take back momentum quickly. Kind of talked about it with this 4-2-5. You're going to have what's called cover 4 to the field, man into the boundary a lot of times, or if they do try to be more aggressive, they're going to roll a safety down, be in cover 1. A lot of times the leverage they're playing with, the shots that you can take and where they're going to be. And we had the shot that we wanted, just got to catch the football. That was the exact same route combination that Jordan ran week 1 to catch the ball to beat Gilmer. It was there, just got to make the play.
Brings up second down, and like you're saying, Coach, if they're going to force us to pass, we're going to have to learn how or figure out how to beat them on the break and on into the passing game as MJ brings up the Pirates to the line of scrimmage, second down, plants his feet, fires it out to number 1. Brandon Smith tries to make a move. Doesn't go anywhere, but does pick up the first down, and he was brought down by number 3, Josh Horn. Good play from the Pirates as they respond now with a great first down pickup.
And that goes back to, just the timing. These receivers now have been playing together for a couple of years, some of them 3 years. And they've been able to do some things over the last half of last season and early parts of this season that you don't see out of the Pine Tree offense often. A lot of timing type routes like that one right there, just trying to get to the stick. They're starting to execute those things pretty well. And it comes from just being together so much.
Right there, a little bit of miscommunication on the handoff as Hunter goes down behind the line of scrimmage. Not very much, though, but it will be a little bit of a negative play, about half a yard. Second down for the Pirates.
Starting to see a little bit more aggression out of the defensive front of Hallsville. We'll see more penetration into the backfield. They've seen something that they like, maybe to try to exploit a little bit. It'll be interesting to see if the offensive line can make the adjustments. Just maybe flatten out a step here or there. Maybe start caging some things, not so many doubles, and just really try to get some push up front.
Second down, MJ. A little pop pass. The ball goes up in the air as it is tipped, and it looked like number 1, Brandon Smith, was the intended target. MJ took a little bit of a shot at the end of the play as well.
Yeah, similar play that you mentioned, the pop, but we ran a play real similar to that early in the first half and connected, and right there we had it again. I think just the penetration in the backfield, it forced the timing of that thing to be just a little off. Ball was thrown slightly behind Brandon.
Third down, number 5, Jaden Williams, and number 10, Jordan Taylor to the top of the formation. MJ in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, plants his feet, finds number 1 to Brandon Smith, who goes up, contested catch, makes it, and it looks like it'll be right there at the yardage needed for a first down.
And the officials are saying don't move the chains. It looks like it's just a little bit short of those chains. And here comes Tristan Peel into the offensive set. No, sorry, David Lively, defensive lineman. As they bring the chains out to measure, it looks like Coach Bachman might be considering going for this one, bringing in the defensive lineman, the bigger set.
It'll be an interesting call for the Pirates. And quite the play momentum. And it looks like it is going to be short. It'll be 4th in the inches near midfield. And like you said, Coach, at this point, Coach Bachman wanted to grab back a little bit of the momentum, keeping the offense out there.
Yeah, I think right now the biggest difference is just up front. The Bobcats are kind of beating us up front, both on the offensive side and the defensive side right now. You look at the timing thrown off of a of a ball here and there, forcing the high throw. We did have the missed opportunity to drop big play. These are chances for momentum. Looks like Coach Bachman wants to establish momentum here. It looks like he's going to go for it.
Here we go, Pirate Nation. 4th down and inches. MJ under center. Big play for Pine Tree. Falls forward. And if it's anywhere near the indication of where the referees are at, it looks like it will be enough for the first down. And
looks
the
like they want to measure.
Officials want to measure this one again. And they say, never mind, we will just call it first down. And we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back with you. And we're back here at Pine Tree Stadium as Hallsville has taken a 21-20 lead over the Pine Tree Pirates. Pine Tree has been able to weather the storm a little bit more on this offensive drive, picking up a crucial 4th down right here in midfield right before this play. Jordan Taylor gets it. Tries to dart back inside, play similar to what we saw in the first half, but gets nowhere and actually takes a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah, good job by the defensive front for Hallsville. Like I said, seeing a little bit more aggression out of these guys. They're penetrating gaps. They're not playing the attack the V of the neck and read. They've come out the second half and they're penetrating a little bit more, trying to create some negative plays in the backfield. So far, it's worked out for them. As we face a 2nd and long now.
MJ leads the offense back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 13. Fakes the handoff to Hunter, and he hits Jordan Taylor. Jordan Taylor's at the 10, the 5, and he's in for a PDQ America Pine Tree touchdown.
It's a great way to bounce back after the potential touchdown drop right there. That safety walked down into man. I kind of had my eyes on him, don't know what it was. I just thought, man, if we're throwing the ball to this guy, it's about to be wide open. It was a great stem of his route to get that safety to kind of turn his hips, and he snapped underneath him real quick. Good ball, good timing. Desperately needed that play to establish that momentum again.
And Julian Ibarra out for the PAT to make it a 6-point ball game once again. This time he gets under it, and it goes through. And it makes it a 27-21 ball game for the Pine Tree Pirates, who retake the lead with 31 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Like you said, Coach, what a way to respond. Big 4th down conversion, negative play right there on the 1st down, and then you get the 2nd down play, and it's a big play right on time. And now momentum seems to be right back with the Pirates.
Yeah, and I like the call. You're going back to your senior in Jordan Taylor, who at the beginning of that possession drops the ball, and then the play right before that, they run that motion where they try to, zoom motion, hand him the ball, and they create a negative play. So it's 2 negative plays to Jordan, and you come right back to Jordan and give him another chance. He beats the safety one-on-one. And like I said, very well timed, well thrown ball by MJ. It's hit him right in stride, and once Jordan's behind you, there's not a lot of guys that are going to catch him.
And that'll bring up Alex Morales here for the East Texas Preferred Property kickoff. As the Pirates will try to hang on to their 27-21.
And this unit right here has got to do a great job. This is where the momentum of the second half started. We had some missed tackles, good coverage, but missed tackles, and it looks like the window's open again.
And the Pine Tree Pirates trying to bring down the Hallsville Bobcat, who again makes it into Pirate territory on the kickoff, Coach. And just to your point, you said that the second half started with momentum like this. It's a short yard. It makes it for a short field for the Get Six City defense of Coach Hampton to try to make do with.
Yeah, they need to get that crew on the sideline, and it's hard. You know, you got two-way players playing offense, defense, some of those guys on the special teams. So some of those guys that just ran down on kickoff are right back there on defense. But there's got to be some adjustment made as the middle of that kickoff unit has seen a little bit of issues these last couple times.
First down, Seal hands it off to Bolden. Bolden, a little bit of yardage right there, taken down by number 14, Boston Johnson, also number 18, Seth McFarland. Brings up second down and a long 3.
Yeah, and Coach Hampton playing a little bit more conservatively there. 4 down front, cover 3. You got 2 outside backers sitting there. It's a run-stopping defense, kind of bend but don't break style. But really the biggest difference that I'm seeing again is just the offensive line. They're starting to create some push, as it looks like we're going to a little bit of a quarter change.
And that'll do it. That's the third quarter, and the ever so important fourth quarter here looms at Pine Tree Stadium on homecoming night. We will take a short break, and we will bring you the fourth quarter. And welcome back to Longview, Texas, here at Pirate Stadium. It's homecoming night, and the Hallsville Bobcats trying to play spoiler here on homecoming night against the Pine Tree Pirates, who were down just for a little bit. We've seen 2 lead changes already here in the second half after the Pine Tree Pirates had taken a 20-0 lead. They saw it erased, and it was 21-20 before the Pirates stormed back, took it back on a great touchdown pass to Jordan Taylor. But now the Hallsville Bobcats right back in Pirate territory as we start the fourth quarter. Still sees something. Receiver has a little bit of a step, and he does come down with the ball right there at the 2-yard line. And a very remarkable throw and catch by the Hallsville Bobcats as number 4, Cade Chappell, comes up with the reception, and Hallsville already back up to the line to try to retake the lead. Bolden in motion. Seal takes the snap. Bolden gets stopped right there in the backfield. Looks like it will be a loss of 1. It'll bring up second down and goal as the Bobcats are in the red zone, brought to you by Edward Jones, Forrest Williams.
And the coaching staff at Hallsville has done a pretty good job of making a couple adjustments there at half. Right there, you can see they squeezed that single receiver in, creating a lot of grass out there, motion the back out to reveal what is it that the Pirates are doing. They realized when that back motion out and the backer went with them, they're in man coverage, so they threw the vertical to grass. Good ball, good catch. Really, the coverage wasn't that bad by Khalil Deckard. It was just a really well-executed play, good ball, good catch, and a good response there on the first down to create a negative play. But it looks like a penalty.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a sparkle janitorial flag on the play, and it looks like it will go against Pine Tree.
Yeah, having trouble seeing these flags tonight, but that was definitely, I believe they called 12 men on the field for the Pirates.
And it looks like number 2, Seal, will take it in for the touchdown. And there goes the third lead change here in the second half alone, as the Bobcats retake the lead after that PDQ America touchdown by the Bobcats.
You know, and right now we got to find an answer for the quarterback pull off of the zones, off of the counters and everything, because right now he's having a great game.
And the PAT goes good, but we have another Sparkle Janitorial flag on the play. And Coach Hampton stopping the defense from going anywhere because it looks like it might be going against Hallsville on that one. And yes, they're going to call a tripping penalty against the Bobcats, so they will have to redo this.
Which I've actually seen their wing on the left do it a couple times. This is the first time that they've actually called it. And as Coach Strickland's furious and is out near the hash again. And this right here, this unit a year ago was so great at blocking these kicks. Now that this is a little bit further kick, the trajectory is a little bit different, not quite as high. If we can get a good jump here, this would be a huge, huge chance to take back that 1 point off of our missed extra point. As it seems that we're struggling to figure out exactly where to spot the ball.
And this a little bit farther out, about 35 yards.
Blocked it.
Pine Tree goes through and they block it. Ball still out. And the PAT is no good, and it remains a 1 point game. Still in favor of the Hallsville Bobcats, but now momentum a little bit more in favor of Pine Tree.
We talked about just the littlest things, you know, the trajectory of a kick changes just a little bit. The timing of that snap operation was off just a little bit, allowed Carl to come off the edge and block. He's blocked so many in the last couple of years, a really talented corner, very quick off the edge, who takes a lot of pride in doing something that would seem so trivial as laying out and blocking a kick. It's something that he really enjoys to do, takes a lot of pride in. And man, you back him up a little bit and give him one more shot at that. It's not surprising that he would be able to come off the edge right there and make that play when it was needed.
And as we get ready for the East Texas Preferred Property Kickoff, and we said that quite a bit tonight, Coach.
That's right, yeah.
Been a lot of kickoffs and a very exciting game here at Pine Tree Stadium.
At this point, I'm sure both staffs are talking, hey, boys, 0-0. You know, it's a brand new game. Everything that's happened up to now really doesn't matter. So it comes down to, man, these last 11 minutes, who's going to tough it out and execute?
And there's the kickoff. Khalil Deckard, as he's done before, gets it. This time he pops it, has a seam, can get to the sideline, does, and is taken down from behind at the 50-yard line, a little bit past midfield maybe. And quite the spark from Khalil Deckard, who has been very electric in the return game. Here in the tied ball game between Hallsville and Pine Tree, 27-all.
Yeah, their kickoff unit's done a pretty good job all night. They've got a really good kickers, got good height on the ball. But still, when you look back there and you see Jordan Taylor and Khalil Deckard, not a lot of teams are willing to kick it back there to them, and Hallsville's lived up to the challenge up until then.
Well, and they have great pursuit, Coach. You talked about earlier about the defensive lineman that kept on making the run and trying to chase down the ball carrier 30 yards down the field. Same thing on the kickoff. You saw a different guy come back and try to make the tackle right there, and if he doesn't, it probably goes all the way to the house as Hunter takes the handoff. It gets slung down to the ground right there, right back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and kind of goes back to what we've been talking about, this program, these Hallsville Bobcats. You know, they're a program that they've seen some struggles over the last couple of years, but, man, there's no such thing as an easy night on Friday night in Texas. And you've got two teams that are rivals, that love to beat up on each other. And, you know, no matter what the momentum is, man, nobody's going to lay down. So Hallsville stepped up to the challenge, and here we go. You know, 0-0 ball game here in the fourth quarter.
Second down for MJ Cates and the Pirates. As he hands off Hunter with the pitch to Jordan Taylor gets it, goes around and falls forward for the first down, and that'll move the markers.
I like it. Coach Bachman's finding ways to get the ball in the playmakers' hands.
Well, Coach, if you're going to crowd the middle of the formation, then it looks like he's going to take his shots a little bit more on the edge with a little bit more of the run game, and he's doing it a very creative way. I mean, you and me have both been around Coach Bachman for a lot of time, and we know he likes to run directly right there from the backfield, so he's being real creative and getting into the outside edges now. Yeah,
absolutely. Hallsville's proven that here they come again. They're stacking the box right now. They got they got 5 linemen with 2 guys showing blitz. And right there, it really didn't matter. Coach Bachman stuck with his guns and ran behind that right side of the offensive line, got good push. The Bobcats seemed to think the ball came out. But we don't see that indicated from the officials.
And we will take a short commercial break. When we come back, we will bring you the rest of the fourth quarter.
At ABC Auto Parts, what does parts and people you can trust really mean? It means our roots run deep in the communities where we live and do business. That our friendly expert staff is here for you, ready to go above and beyond to get the job done. And you can trust that ABC Auto Parts offers quality brand name parts in stock with competitive pricing, whether you shop online or in store. We are the parts and people you can trust. ABC Auto Parts.
And welcome back to the Vera Bank Pine Tree Live broadcast of the homecoming night here at Pine Tree between Pine Tree Pirates and the Hallsville Bobcats, all tied up at 27. Second down, MJ rolls out to the left, sets his feet, throws it back across the formation, hangs up a little bit, and Jordan Taylor still comes up with the catch. Now they're saying... yes, a completion right there at the 4-yard line.
Really a risky throw. It was double covered with somebody undercutting it, but that's the play design. It's kind of a home run or nothing as you sprint to the left and throw back to the right. I've never in 19 years seen many offenses do it, but Coach Bachman does it somewhat regularly. Pays off there.
And now the Pirates in business inside of the 10, going with a run play, stopped short. Looks like it'll be the 4-yard line. As the Pirates are now in the Edward Jones Forrest Williams red zone. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 4. MJ with Attaway now in the backfield.
Jordan Taylor squeezed into the slot. See if there might be some kind of a situation. He's trying to create some grass up on the top.
And right there, that play goes nowhere as Hallsville was able to get penetration up in the middle of the formation. And it looked like number 8, Brennan Lewis, was there for the tackle. This will bring up an interesting 3rd down play. Obviously, 4th down territory for the Pirates.
Coach Bachman brought out the tight end, Chris Nichols, subbed in Brandon Smith. We're in a 3-wide set. Looks like he's going to spread it out just a little bit.
MJ back into shotgun. Jaden Williams, number 5, down here at the bottom of the screen. And Coach Bachman will take a Texas semi-trailer timeout, and we will take one right with him as we come back here in the 4th. Hallsville Bobcats 27 and your Pine Tree Pirates 27.
97% of trucking companies have less than 20 trucks. At Texas Semi-Trailers, we understand the challenges small business truckers face. We offer trailer leasing options on flatbed, step deck, and lowboy trailers. In addition to leasing, we have a service and alignment center located in White Oak. To set up a service appointment, call 903-984-5470 or visit TexasSemiTrailers.com.
And welcome back here to the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast. Take a quick moment to thank our quarter sponsors, Energy Well Fab, Veteran Pride AC and Heat, Custom Graphics, and Barnwell Solutions. Thank you for your sponsorship of the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast. As we are here on homecoming night in the 4th quarter, little under 7 minutes to go, 3rd down, MJ Cates and company on the field to try to extend and or take this lead back from the Hallsville Bobcats as they are both knotted up at 27-27. MJ drops back, has Jordan Taylor, and what a play by the Hallsville Bobcat defensive back as he got a jump on it and tipped it away right at the last second.
Yeah, well defended. Looked like the timing may have been off just a little bit quicker release. It might have been there, but really well defended. Good effort by the safety of the Hallsville Bobcats.
And Julian Ibarra will come out for an East Texas Preferred Property field goal. We saw him earlier in the first half from a little bit farther out. It was blocked. This one a little bit in, still high snap, ball is up, and it is good. That'll tack on 3 points for the Pine Tree Pirates as they now take a 30-27 lead in this ball game.
Good thing about the drive, it took a little bit. Coach Hampton's had a chance to get that defense over there, the ones that aren't on offense, and kind of calm them down a little bit, settle them down, get some water in them, talk to them, and go out there. And hopefully, again, this kickoff unit, hopefully we got the middle of that unit fixed up a little bit, get those coverage lanes back to where they need to be, and a little bit better tackling, create a little bit better situation for ourselves and not give the Bobcats such good field position. That's kind of been our Achilles this half, is the starting point, the field position of the Hallsville Bobcats.
And here, Alex Morales out for the East Texas Preferred Property kickoff once again. And yeah, Coach, you're exactly right. This is where the Pine Tree Pirates or the Hallsville Bobcats will be the ones to try to figure out where exactly they're going to be able to make their stand. And we've seen the Get Sick City defense do very well, especially when they have quite a bit of field behind them. Not so much when the Bobcats are starting in Pirate territory from the get-go.
That's right. This unit right here, hopefully the coaching staff's had a minute to get with them because several of them are playing offense, several are playing defense. Hopefully they've been able to get with them and get the coverage lane squared away. Make sure we're squeezing, avoiding the, kick left, avoid left, kick right, avoid right. Make sure we're all avoiding the same way so we don't create a seam.
And Alex Morales with the kick. This time Pirates Still a little bit of a seam, but this time they shored up, and the Hallsville Bobcats find themselves starting at the 29-yard line. A lot better from the Pine Tree Pirate kickoff team.
It was a good tackle by junior safety Earl Williams. Or sorry, senior safety, I should say, Earl Williams.
Trevion Rougeley checks into the ball game. Hallsville comes back out. Number 2, Josh Seal, has had quite a night on the ground and in the air.
All right, going back to the edge, trying to attack the edges again. Same play they had a little bit of success on earlier. They motion the back out, throw a quick bubble to him, block the corner with the number 1 receiver, block the roll down safety with number 2. It's just man on man that time. Didn't catch the ball. I will say Boston was a little bit better positioned, had his outside free right there. Wasn't going to fool him a second time. There's a reason he's a sophomore playing on the varsity.
Number 2, Ashton Valentine, will check into the ball game. Second down, as there was no gain on the play before, as the ball went incomplete from Steele to Bolden.
Okay, a squeeze set down here. See if they're going to try to exploit a little bit of grass on the sophomore corner, Desmond Williams.
Play clock resets.
Throwback screen.
And the Pirates are right there to sniff it out.
Good job by Tydarren Peters, reading that, sniffing it, stopping his pass rush, retracing where he came back from. Good play by Tydarren.
And that'll bring up a third down and long for the Bobcats. Peyton Davis checks out. Jaden Williams checks in. Big play with under 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. A lot of motion from the Bobcats, seeing if the Pirates have done their homework. Seal steps up into the pocket, not trying to break the plane, gets it off. It's caught, but not enough for the first down, and it brings up a crucial fourth down for the Bobcats.
You're looking at 4th and about 5 on your own side of the field. It'd be pretty gutsy to go for it here with 5.5 minutes when really your defense has played a better half.
And it looks like he thinks the same, Coach, as he looks to be bringing out the punt team. Pirates need to be aware this could be a trick. Low snap. Ball's away from him. Punter has nowhere to go. He'll try to get it. And the Pirates will make the tackle. And who else but the senior linebacker, the U of H commit, Seth McFarland.
The initial pressure brought on by senior safety Earl Williams, coming hot off the edge. That's why you bring there really wasn't that aggressive call. We had just guys off the edge coming. We weren't really trying to block it, but that's why you always bring somebody so that if that snaps back there rolling around, you're immediately putting pressure on them. Great job by senior safety Earl, and then Seth McFarland finishing him off.
And now the Pirates with hammer and nail in their hand. Let's see if they can put it into the coffin as they take over in the Edward Jones Forrest Williams red zone on the 15-yard line. MJ Cates in the shotgun, gets it, hands it off, and that's Dalen Montgomery. Wanted the touchdown, but he'll settle for 8 yards.
Settling in, running their base offense, just going back to their bread and butter, power, counter, running downhill. Great job by the O-line that time. We've seen a lot of penetration from that Hallsville Bobcat defense, and right there was none. Good push by the offense, patience by the back, and it popped wide open for them.
And Coach Bachman and his quarterback, MJ Cates, very comfortable in this situation as they can look at the play clock and be able to figure out how much time to snap the ball in. MJ puts the fullback into motion, hands it off to Dalen. Dalen bounces off one, bounces off two, tries to bounce off the last one, gets the first down, but there is a Sparkle janitorial flag on the play.
You know, they go back with the same play as before, just to the other side. Really hard running by Dalen.
And it'll be a holding call against Pine Tree, so that'll take them a little bit close to the edge of the red zone. Still second down, and the most crucial thing is that the play clock will start on the windup. Second down and 12. MJ back in shotgun. Dalen still by his side. Jordan Taylor to the top of the screen. MJ calls his own number, bounces it up inside, finds a wall of Bobcats. Forward progress gets him to stop right there near the 14-yard line.
Looking at about a 3rd and 9. You can still pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. And if we could do that, you're really talking about, as you said a minute ago, the clock still running. If we could pick up this first down right here, having a fresh set of downs with 5 yards to go to score would be huge. Put a lot of pressure on the Hallsville Bobcat defense for quick stops and timeouts.
Jaden Williams checks into the game as MJ runs back to the huddle. We'll have to call this one pretty fast as 5 seconds are left on the play clock. Not sure if he'll get this one, and he won't, and that'll force Coach Bachman to call a Texas semi-trailer timeout, and we will take one right with him as we approach the end of this game as your Pine Tree Pirates lead it 30-27. And welcome back to Pine Tree Pirate Stadium. We're here inside the Edward Jones Forrest Williams red zone. 3rd down and 9. Very crucial set of downs for both teams as Pine Tree has a 30-27 lead over the Bobcats. Bobcats would love to play spoiler on homecoming night. Pine Tree very eager to keep their undefeated streak alive going into their first district ball game next week against the Kilgore Bulldogs in the district opener as MJ Cates gets ready to get this play started. 3rd down, MJ drops back, floats it into the air. Brandon Smith couldn't get any separation from his defensive back, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Really well defended right there. Coach Bachman decided to go to the guy who's made so many big plays throughout the game, Jordan Taylor. They squeezed his alignment in, gave him space out there to the corner. Well defended by the Bobcat corner out there.
And Coach Bachman seems content on leaving the offense out there on the field as he sends MJ Cates right back into the huddle. Pine Tree will have to hurry to get to the line as the play clock is winding down. It's off. MJ throws it up back into the end zone. Incomplete. And that'll bring out the Hallsville Bobcat defense now with 2:29 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
Well, to your point a minute ago, the Pirate defense with a lot of grass behind them has played really well all night. Coach Bachman put the game on them right here. for the last couple of years. That defense has been a staple when the game's on the line. You know, the defense has played well. They've played solid. They play with great effort. They do a good job. So he has confidence in this defense right now, given the field position.
And the Get Six City defense out there on the field for Pine Tree as they Bobcats open up with a keeper to seal.
Well played by senior linebacker Keyshawn Bowie right there. That was just that zone read that we've seen him keep so many times tonight. Boston rolled down and made the play the last time they did it for about a 5-yard gain. That was very well played by Keyshawn. And Coach Strickland mad again about something.
And we will take a short break. And when we come back, we will bring you the end of the game.
SEER provides opportunities for our students to become leaders. They are learning communication skills. They're learning to become entrepreneurs. And we are building that upon our students in the classroom. We go on trips to provide those experiences that a lot of kids maybe aren't going to have, and we just make sure that our kids are learning the skills that they're supposed to learn. We're digging deeper for them, but they're also having fun while they're doing it, and they're not just always sitting in a classroom and being bored.
97% of trucking companies have less than 20 trucks. At Texas Semi-Trailers, we understand the challenges small business truckers face. We offer trailer leasing options on flatbed, step deck, and lowboy trailers. In addition to leasing, we have a service and alignment center located in White Oak. To set up a service appointment, call 903-984-5470 or visit texassemitrailers.com.
Hey everyone, Steve Cluxon here, Superintendent of Pine Tree ISD. At Pine Tree, we believe every kid that walks through our doors deserves a right to go out and pursue the American dream. But that only happens if somebody takes the time to teach them how to be a successful adult. And we practice that every single day in every classroom and in every program. Because kids matter and our future matters. Come be a part of Pine Tree ISD.
My favorite part about SEER is the projects, probably. Just working together with my people, or just independent projects and getting to build things and research, design. It's just really fun. It's a great atmosphere. The people are amazing that you work with, and the projects make it so much fun to just do, and the teachers help with you, and they teach you so much, and they teach you all you need to know to be ready.
Looking to elevate your brand and make it stand out from the rest? Look no further, because Custom Graphics TX has got you covered. With our wide range of services, we are dedicated to bringing your vision to life.
Your brand is our business.
Our friendly and professional team is here to guide you throughout the entire process, from concept to completion.
You bring it, we'll brand it.
I'm Riley Johnny. I approve this message.
At Custom Graphics TX, we understand that your brand is your business, and we take that responsibility seriously.
The SEER classroom is definitely different. The second grade, or any grade level, we all have the same pacing to our calendars and what we teach, but the SEER students are the ones that learn these concepts quicker, and so we are able to do different activities and extensions of their learning. They even get to take part in an activity that challenges them to be an entrepreneur. They get to be the ones that get to make some of the decisions for our class and for our grade level.
My favorite part about SEER is all the 3D models, like the roller coaster in science and the Titanic artifact in ELAR. SEER means to me an advanced learning process that has a lot more projects than a normal classroom, a higher level learning experience with more hands-on projects. I would say that SEER has a lot more projects and the teachers are a lot more involved in your learning.
All across.
And welcome back to Pine Tree Pirate Stadium. We are still here on the broadcast. We are going to be taking a little bit of an extended break as there is an injured player from Hallsville down on the field. Not sure of the number yet, so we are going to not make any assumptions and just say that there's an injured player, and we will just take an extended break, and we will be right back to bring you the end of the game. Thank you for staying tuned.
All across East Texas and around the world, former Kilgore College students are working hard for their best life. They're building a brighter future. They're moving in the right direction. They're in powerful positions. And they're superheroes protecting and serving. If you're ready to work for your best life, put Kilgore College to work for you.
SEER provides opportunities for students to enhance their skills and broaden their horizons. Through project-based learning, students get the chance to work on real-world problems, conduct research, and develop practical solutions. They have the freedom to explore their passion. This approach fosters critical thinking, problem-solving, and prepares students for the challenges of the rapidly evolving world. It's a dynamic and collaborative learning environment where students actively participate and are encouraged to take ownership of their education.
Capture the world from new heights with M6 Drones and Media. We are your one-stop shop for all things media, offering top-notch aerial photography and videography services that will elevate your content to the next level. Whether it's capturing breathtaking landscapes, covering events with our expert event photography, or even live broadcasting, we've got you covered. With our state-of-the-art equipment and skilled team, your vision will come to life like never before. Let us take your storytelling to new heights.
SEER encourages creativity and promotes activities that allow the students to be challenged and think outside the box. It allows them to experience things that they might not experience anywhere else, like hands-on experiments, learning to code and work on robots, and hands-on engineering projects. This class helps teach the child to incorporate all skills and think outside the box. We work with others and encourage each other to perform at a high level while holding them accountable. If you see your child loves to learn, is creative, and has a great work ethic, SEER might be the place for them.
At ABC Auto Parts, what does parts and people you can trust really mean? It means our roots run deep in the communities where we live and do business. That our friendly expert staff is here for you, ready to go above and beyond to get the job done. And you can trust that ABC Auto Parts offers quality brand name parts in stock with competitive pricing, whether you shop online or in store. We are the parts and people you can trust. ABC Auto Parts.
And welcome back to Pine Tree Pirate Stadium as we're here on homecoming night. As we're here trying to finish out the game, Pine Tree Pirates are up 30-27 over the Hallsville Bobcats with a little bit over 2 minutes to play. A little bit of a stoppage in the game, and for good reason. An injury occurred. And out of respect for the privacy of that player and their family and for UIL regulations as well, we will refrain from telling you the name of the player. And so we will just kind of be in prayers for him. Hopefully he is well. He is okay. You know, it's a dangerous game, but at the same time, it's only a game. So we will pray for his speedy recovery. Those of you that are out watching this game, just put them in your thoughts and your prayers, lift them up, and that is all what we can do as we try to return back to normalcy and try to finish out this ball game.
The Pirates take the field now. The Hallsville offense is getting set. It looks like we will blow it live here shortly.
So 2 minutes to go. Clock is winded. And Hallsville takes it right there. Quarterback keeper. And that is number 10, Joel Hell, who gets the first down for the Bobcats.
Just that counter read play, same play they've had a little bit of success on.
And the Bobcats are on the move now. Hallsville lets the ball go out of bounds right there as Hell got a little bit of pressure right there at the end of the play. Ball sails out of bounds, second down and 10.
Number 28, David Lively, checking in for Peyton Davis. Peyton Davis, a starter in both ways, catching a quick breather as we're 2nd and 10 here.
Snap is there. Hell again on the keeper. And he picks up a good chunk of yardage. Clock still moving though. 3rd down. Hallsville back up to the line quickly. NASCAR type of offense now. Hell takes the snap. Hands it off to Bolden.
Great play by Rugeley. Impressive jump off the ball. Beat the guard quickly. Penetrated in the backfield.
And Hallsville is quick to take a Texas semi-trailer timeout. And we will stay right here with you. Considering the break that we had earlier on in the broadcast. And again, thank you for joining in on the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast. And again, thank you to our sponsors, Energy Wellfab, Veteran Pride AC and Heat, Custom Graphics, and Barnwell Solutions. Thank you for your continued sponsorship of the Pine Tree Live broadcast. And those of you joining us on the YouTube channel, would greatly appreciate you subscribing to the channel and also pushing the like button and subscribing here on to Pine Tree Live broadcast. And as well for our producer, Larry Mahan and M6 Drone, who we could not do anything without, as the Hallsville Bobcats are right back into formation. Doubles formation as Hell sprints out. Ball's popped up, and it goes incomplete. And that was it. That was the 4th down play, and that should do it for the ball game. Bobcats still have 2 timeouts left. But great defense. That went pretty quick, Coach. The fourth down kind of snuck up on me.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
Real quick, they had the first down quarterback run. Second down kind of threw it over the top. Then the third down, Rugeley beat the guard. Negative play. They take the timeout. It was a quick little series right there. A couple guys made some key plays when they needed to. Took advantage of an overthrow by the Bobcats. Now it's in the hands of the offense to go finish this thing out, as the Bobcats can stop the clock 2 times.
So MJ Cates takes the offense back out onto the field with 1 minute left in the ball game, and we'll try to put this one away as the Bobcats are still showing a lot of fight, and they will stop the clock once again. And that'll be another Texas semi-trailer timeout. They will have one left here with 54 seconds left to go here in the ball game. And while we're talking about it, I want to give thanks to the Marketing with April stats. We got a couple of stats for you as we have a little bit of a break in the game. MJ Cates has had a pretty good night. If you have him on your fantasy football team, he has 6 rushes for 14 yards, but also boasting a good 9 for 17 for what seems to be 247 yards. So a good night by the senior quarterback, who has had to make some big crucial plays and put the ball in the hands of playmakers like Jordan Taylor and Brandon Smith.
Yeah, when you got receivers who are good at getting open and grass, get behind DBs, man, the quarterback's yardage can really rack up. Jordan Taylor, Brandon Smith, Jaden Williams has made big plays, maybe not tonight, but throughout the season.
And here we go, second down and long. Hallsville coming up to the line. They know the Pine Tree wants to run the ball, and here they go. They will, and Hallsville with a little bit of pressure off the edge. And again, Hallsville has not been one to go anywhere, and they're still not, with a big second down stop and a quick Texas semi-trailer timeout. And we'll stay right here with you throughout the rest of the broadcast as we enter the last timeout from Hallsville. So from here on out, Hallsville will not be able to stop the clock anymore. I want to thank everybody that has been here joining us on the Pine Tree Live broadcast. Some of you may have left the game early thinking it was a done game, but this one has turned into quite the classic in this storied rivalry between the two schools, Hallsville and Pine Tree. I want to also thank those that came out to the first ever Pine Tree Live game day. We had it out on the plaza in the courtyard at Pine Tree High School today. Really good tradition that we're going to try to start up. Hopefully you will join us next Friday as we will try to bring that back next Friday as we get ready for the district opener versus Kilgore. But for right now, it is still Pine Tree versus Hallsville. MJ Cates with the third down snap. Jordan Taylor a little bit anxious to try to get loose. And they have given away the hand right there. And that'll move the Pirates back. So third down and what looks to be 20 yards. MJ leads the offense back to the line of scrimmage. Snap. Attaway picking up some tough yardage. And Hallsville right there to stop the clock, stop the ball carrier, but to no avail. And it doesn't look like Pine Tree will have to take another snap, and that'll be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. And let the celebration continue, as it has been a celebration all day here at Pine Tree, here in Longview, Texas, as Pine Tree has celebrated its homecoming and will continue to do so throughout the night as they take down their rivals in the last pre-district ball game, 30-27. And Coach Bachman, for the second year in a row, will get to hang on to the gold helmet plaque that has been passed back and forth to the winner of this game. And for the second year in a row, Coach Bachman will get to hang on to this, him and the Pine Tree Pirates. Coach, tell me your thoughts about the game.
Tell you what, you said it. It turned into a classic in this rivalry, one that we'll remember just because you did. You thought the Pirates were going to run away with it. They looked great early, gained a ton of momentum, and then Hallsville just kind of somewhat sneakily in that last part of the first half. They scored late. They blocked a field goal. Thankfully, we put that fire out. But then with a couple big returns, good field position, before you know it, that third quarter seemed to go, pretty quickly, about 3 minutes, and you look up and, man, 3 lead changes in a quarter. So what a game. It did come down to, man, who could just finish it a little bit tougher, who could make the plays down the stretch when they absolutely had to. Man, hats off to the Hallsville Bobcats, man. Fought their tails off down 20 and made it a game. Thankful to come away with the Pirate victory.
And with that victory, we enter into the ABC Auto Part post game. And we want to welcome you, those that are just joining us, and maybe those of you that are still with us here as we watch the celebrations continue. And again, as Pine Tree has taken the victory over the Hallsville Bobcats, 30-27. And again, this is the ABC Auto post-game show, and we'll be right here with you, bringing you all the sights and bring you back into the booth with myself and Coach Holder as we bring this night to an end. And what an end it was, Coach. It was a back-and-forth battle. We saw 5 lead changes in the second half alone, and the dagger at the end proved to be from Julian Ibarra as he kicked the 24-yard field goal to give the Pirates a 3-point lead. And also, Coach, you kind of said it when it happened. The big block that happened at the end of the third quarter kind of helped propel these Pine Tree Pirates to this victory.
Yeah, you hear the cliche, it's a game of inches, but man, this game right here, I think it proved that. It comes down to just what seemed to be a blowout comes down to a 3-point game with so many lead changes and a couple swing plays here and there, whether it's a big kickoff return by the Bobcats, a blocked field goal by the Bobcats, then a blocked PAT by the Pirates. It came down to just a few swing plays for as big as that margin of lead was. Man, what a game. Come back and then just a couple big plays or couple little swing plays make the difference in this game. So just what a game. Like I said, super thankful to come over with the victory because that was a hard-fought game right there. Hats off to the Bobcats. And like you said, we pray for the Bobcat player that went down. Pray that he's perfectly okay and it's precautionary. But what a night for the Pirates. Thankful for the victory, and we look forward to next week's test against the Kilgore Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. And we will take one last break as we look to get ready to bring you back into the booth. And when we come back, we'll end it with the last part of the stats as well as the ending thoughts of this game and looking forward to that district opening game versus the Kilgore Bulldogs. And we'll be right back with the end of the post-game show.
At ABC Auto Parts, what does parts and people you can trust really mean? It means our roots run deep in the communities where we live and do business. That our friendly expert staff is here for you, ready to go above and beyond to get the job done. And you can trust that ABC Auto Parts offers quality brand name parts in stock with competitive pricing, whether you shop online or in store. We are the parts and people you can trust. ABC Auto Parts.
Nestled in the piney woods of East Texas, some consider Longview just a small town, but in reality, it's a hidden gem. From boutique shopping to local eateries, or just finding ways to beat the heat, there are no shortages of things to do in Longview.
SEER provides opportunities for our students to become leaders. They are learning communication skills. They're learning to become entrepreneurs, and we are building that upon our students in the classroom. We go on trips to provide those experiences that a lot of kids maybe aren't going to have, and we just make sure that our kids are learning the skills that they're supposed to learn. We're digging deeper for them, but they're also having fun while they're doing it, and they're not just always sitting in a classroom and being bored.
97% of trucking companies have less than 20 trucks. At Texas Semi-Trailers, we understand the challenges small business truckers face. We offer trailer leasing options on flatbed, step deck, and lowboy trailers. In addition to leasing, we have a service and alignment center located in White Oak. To set up a service appointment, call 903-984-5470 or visit texassemitrailers.com.
Hey everyone, Steve Clark.
And welcome back into the ABC Auto Part post-game show. I'm Coach Rocha, and this is Coach Holder. And if you've stayed this long with us, we want to thank you for staying with us right here on the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast, as we had quite the classic game tonight between Pine Tree and Hallsville, and it's never dull, Coach. What was the quote you said earlier in the ball game?
No such thing as an easy Friday night in Texas. That
Definitely
the one?
so. Yeah.
No such thing.
And it goes to show, it really doesn't matter what kind of division of ball that you play, 5A, 4A, it doesn't matter. You saw a very good Hallsville Bobcat team out there that did not give up at any point in the ball game. 20 points down and came back and took a lead a couple of times in this game. Yeah, absolutely. You see, it's a tale of two halves. You got two very different ball games. The first half, Pine Tree extends it to a 20-0 lead, very explosive. Big plays on defense there towards the end of the first half. You kind of see a little bit of momentum shift. But then from the jump in the second half, from the opening kickoff, Hallsville's big return puts us on a short field, defending short field. They score quickly. They block a field goal, get another big return. The game was just tight. It was the second half was a completely different ball game, and it eventually came down to just, what team could make the tough plays when it mattered late down the stretch. And Hallsville made some of those, but we just happened to make a few more. So super proud of the kids, super proud of the coaches for finding a way to pull this one out, because it was a very unique game. Each half had a life of its own, very much. So fun to watch. Glad you stuck around. If you stuck around, we're thankful for your support. And man, what a game. Yeah, and just a couple of things. Again, recapping a little bit of the game. MJ Cates ended the game with 247 yards, going 9 for 17, bringing his completion percentage up to 53%. And a lot of that, he had some big plays, Coach. You're talking about completions of 55, 10, 12, 36, 26, 10, 50. He really put it out there in the air and just let his playmakers kind of do the rest of the work, and they did exactly that. And you've seen this Pine Tree team win in different facets, either the grinded out run game or, put it in the air and win it in that facet, put it on the special teams. Because that kick by Julian Ibarra, especially after getting a field goal blocked, then at the end of the game have to kick another field goal for the lead, potentially the lead, maybe the game winner. A lot has to be said about that decision as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It shows a lot of confidence, even just going for it and fourth, throwing the ball and giving Jordan Taylor a chance because he's made plays for you. There's confidence in Jordan. There's confidence in Julian Ibarra. There's confidence in this defense, knowing, hey, if Jordan doesn't make this play or they defend it really well, defense, go out there and do what you've been doing, So I think that there was a lot of gut showed, but I think that it's proven that, man, when I rely on these guys, man, they can make plays. And, to your point, we've won in different ways. Each week it's kind of looked a little bit different. And I remember, and I know you'll remember the White House game. Last time I was up here, it wasn't a very pretty outcome. But I remember after that game talking to Coach Bachman last year, just saying, "Man, I know we lost. It doesn't feel good, but I'm telling you, the quarterback and the receivers are starting to figure out how to, like the timing. The receivers are starting to figure out not just how to run routes, but how to run them off the coverage and create the space they want." MJ was seeing it, and you could really see it from the White House on, and it's carrying over to this year. MJ, a 3-year starter with so many receivers back, and you're seeing the explosiveness in the passing game that you haven't seen in previous in previous offenses in previous years, and it's just the experience coming back. And man, when Hallsville started loading the box and getting penetration in the second half that they weren't getting in the first half, we can lean on MJ's arm and the experience of these receivers. So I think this is a dynamic team, and going back to, the no such thing as an easy Friday night, as long as these guys are playing well and executing well, I think they can beat anybody they line up against.
Okay, Coach, and that kind of leads me into next week. So as we wrap up the post-game show, talk to me about next week. I mean, haven't really gotten to see Kilgore. We know that, Kilgore is always Kilgore. They always present a good team. They're always really tough. They're a well-coached team, and they always prove to be one of those great Friday night games, no matter who they're playing. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about that game.
So believe it or not, Coach Bachman and I watched a little bit of Kilgore in the office the other day. Been talking to Coach Lane over at Gilmer, who they just played him, and he speaks very highly of Kilgore's team this year, particularly their defense. He said it's the best defense that he's seen Kilgore put out on a field ever. They've proven to be really, really powerful on defense. They've proven to stop people. They go out and beat Carthage week 1, and they go and beat White House week 2, having multiple kicks blocked, snaps over the quarterback's head. Their offense really sputtered that game and still came out with a win. Their offense is starting to figure it out, and they're starting to clean up some of the special teams. But, man, they can rely on that defense. They're a very, very, very strong defense, and they're starting to figure it out in the other phases. So we got to come out here and execute and play, make the tough, hard plays consistently. It's going to be a hard-fought game. It's going to be one that if we don't go make the plays, it's going to be a tough one to win. We can't beat ourselves because their defense is really, really good. So, but again, complete faith in the staff and these guys. If they go execute and make the tough plays consistently, it is going to be a heck of a ball game Friday night.
Man, Coach, that was fun, man.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Enjoyed it.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us into the broadcast booth. Again, thank you for our statistician, Mitch Eggerman, who provides us with those stats, and usually they are real spot on. We also want to give thanks to our producer, M6 Drome, Larry Mahan, who always does a great job bringing the game right into your living rooms, your phones, whatever you're watching. But also want to give thanks to Superintendent Steve Cluxton, High School Principal Beeper Krause, Athletic Director Jacob Holder, Head Football Coach Jason Bachman, and, of course, you, the viewer, for joining us tonight as your Pine Tree Pirates remain undefeated, taking down the Hallsville Bobcats 30-27. Thank you again for joining us on the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast, and we look to see you next week as your Pirates take on the Kilgore Bulldogs in the district opener. Thank you again. Have a safe night. Be well, and as always, go Pirates.
Go Pirates.
At ABC Auto Parts, what does parts and people you can trust really mean? It means our roots run deep in the communities where we live and do business. That our friendly expert staff is here for you, ready to go above and beyond to get the job done. And you can trust that ABC Auto Parts offers quality brand name parts in stock with competitive pricing, whether you shop online or in store. We are the parts and people you can trust. ABC Auto Parts.
Nestled in the piney woods of East Texas, some consider Longview just a small town, but in